Mana's alarm didn't go off. Technically,
Hello.
I just got up before my alarm, to be honest. I got up
Oh,
before my alarm, and I thought I slept in because I saw it was like 30 after, 45 after, something like that. I was like, oh shit, I gotta go get ready real quick. Took my pain meds, went upstairs,
Oof.
and then I looked at my clock again and I realized, wait a second, no, it's 8:45, not 9:45. So I still had like an hour, which gave me enough time to get some breakfast together.
Yeah, you're here at least. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Hello, Judas. Congratulations on first.
there's the
That's my tea from the
stream.
coaster.
There's the stream. Stream.
There's also the link I just posted to get onto the magma.
Wow.
Give me a minute.
Yeah, I just had a sip of tea, so I'll take that as preemptively taking care of myself. Thank you, Blunty.
Okay,
Oh, fucking hiccup.
I make it.
It's a good intro
Um,
music one, Graven. Very good. Always like someone excellent made it.
Wow.
The excellent person is one, Graven. Yeah. We had a birthday day yesterday, and now we've got a D&D day. And tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's my friend Soph's birthday, and we're going to be doing movies on Discord. If anyone wants to join in with terrible movies,
Oh,
we're
she.
the only
You
ones
mean
that
Cocaine Bear?
are, you know,
I'll look that up.
terrible Christmas horror movies.
Yes. Oh, have you seen the trailer for Violent Night?
I would like to watch that, yes, but
oh, is it the one where the child is like, "Oh, Santa Claus, please help us," and then Santa Claus beats everybody up?
Santa
Yeah,
Claus
it's
is
like
John Wick.
yes, it's Christmas Die Hard.
But yeah, we're starting tomorrow off probably with Hanukkah, which is a Hanukkah
Oh.
themed horror movie in the same vein as those trashy Christmas horror movies.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Because Soph's Jewish, and she was telling me about this Hanukkah movie that's awful and horror. It's like, we need to watch this. Yeah, we do.
That sounds amazing, not gonna lie.
And today is Von Graven's Friends B Day. Yeah, B Day in a row.
Days.
Yeah, tomorrow,
Yeah.
the weekend in January, we're going to watch some trashy movies. I got some wine. I went to get some bread earlier, and I saw that they had a very cheap wine going, a big bottle of like fortified dessert wine, for all of like £4, down from £7 or £8. So it was like just under $5 for the Americans here.
So how many euros are is this?
£4 to euro. €4 67.
Oh yeah, that's nice. That's cheap wine.
Yeah, it's like half off. So I was like, you know what? This is a big bottle. I'm just gonna grab it. I don't care how. It actually tastes like peaches. That's gonna be interesting. Dessert one.
Hmm.
It's gonna be quite sweet. So I'm gonna get a little
Oh wait,
tipsy.
is the are we going to make a drinking game out of this? Do I need to get something?
No. This is just for me because I haven't actually had a drink of anything like that since I quit my last job.
Mm.
I
Um,
have bubbly in the refrigerator. I can get something. We can make this.
we're just gonna get happy and buzzed and enjoy the terrible movies. Because the one I'm
Ah,
bringing
it's
to
not
the
today. Oh, it's for tomorrow. Okay.
Sounds like a good idea.
I mean, the film I'm bringing to the table will be Who Killed Captain Alex, which is a wonderful African film that is sincerely earnest as an action film, and the guy had made it with like zero budget,
Hmm.
which is the polar opposite of a lot of these awful films where it's just a very low budget cash grab. This is a low budget. Oh, it's actually pretty earnest, and
Pretty good.
the guy actually cared about the film he was making. He just didn't have the budget.
That sounds like it'd be interesting then.
It's a very fun success story actually. The guy you can buy the DVD from him directly, and he just burns them off on his PC.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
This feels like early 2000s.
Yeah, like the entire cast is just people from his town.
You want to know what's really crazy to me is that there are people being born now that have no idea what CD and DVD burning is.
There are people being born now. I can't remember when it was specifically, but I think like last year I had to explain to someone what a VHS was, and it aged me terribly.
VHS.
It aged me terribly. Just felt bad, like ill.
It's crazy to me that people don't know what a VHS tape is or a cassette.
I say I had to sit down, but I feel like half of you was going, "All right, Grandpa, calm it." Should have sent you white money. Don't worry about it, Von Graven. You're fine. You don't have to.
Oh man, I can't even imagine the fact that some people don't even know what a VHS is. And it just seems so wild because to us that's like common knowledge, but to them that's just they've never needed a VHS tape.
Weird bit of specific knowledge for you. VHS cases are actually really good for storing wargame miniatures in. I've got quite a few that I have just storing wargame minis in.
Surprisingly, they're just good. They're good for storing things.
Yeah, they are so robust. Like a good number of years ago.
Ones.
A good number of years ago, I went down to like a charity shop and bought a bunch of VHS tapes, and I was like, "Oh, I only want the cases. Like, I'll pay you the price of the VHSs,
but
the charity, but you guys can keep the tapes. I don't care. Like, resell them if you want. I just want the cases."
Y'all remember back when a VHS player couldn't even rewind a tape? You had to have a separate machine.
That I never had to experience.
Yeah, they had this. It was just a VHS rewinder, and it was just like a separate thing. Like, because not all VHS players could rewind; they could only play.
Yeah.
And then you would have to like stick it in this little thing. Like it only was like a year or two, and then they started coming out with like VHS with a rewind feature. It was just like, you would think that would be standard. It should have been standard.
The cassettes are another thing. Like, well,
oh yeah.
Weirdly, the only cassette I actually owned many years was a Transformers audio cassette tape. That had a two-sided audio story of Transformers.
I think I still remember the last cassette I bought, and it wasn't even for me.
And that's the only cassette I ever owned.
Oh, man.
It wasn't even music. It was just, cool, I wish to listen to Transformers.
Robots in the skies.
Do-do-do-do-do. Man, what happened to that? I mean, I can hazard a guess.
I remember when having a computer that had a CD burner made you the cool kid in the school.
Oh yeah, for real. That was me briefly.
Mm-hmm.
For an entire week, like... the bullies didn't bother me. No.
Same here. That was like, yo, there's an episode of a new show or a new song. Can you get it? Give me $5 and I can.
Yeah.
$5. Nowadays, I would have charged like 20 and it would have been the same value.
Sitting there with your LimeWire, hoping what you were downloading was actually a music file.
Hell yeah. I'm going to download some linkinpark.exe.
Oh no, linkinpark.exe with a 3 KB file size? That's definitely the song that I'm after.
That's definitely it. Score a whole song and it's a small space. Got it.
Why is my computer no longer responding? I wonder.
Grandpa must have ruined it.
Run an antivirus. Oh, why does it have 400 instances of malware? I don't know. It was probably those video games you installed. Yeah, probably.
It was always video games.
See, that was the other way around. It was My mum and her boyfriend downloading dumb shit off LimeWire and then blaming my video games family PC for the viruses. It's like, not my video games. It's the weird shit you download.
Yep. That was always how it was when I was a kid too. Everything was the video game's fault. It's like, oh my god, why are you being such an asshole? Why are you being such a bully to your brother? It's probably them video games. It's like, Mom, I'm playing Pokemon. I'm fucking playing Pokemon, man.
Yeah, they're going to influence me on how to raise a pet properly.
Yeah, exactly. You send it to battle.
I see a very sneaky OC in Magma.
Wow.
In the drawing tile thing, drawing board.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I should probably open that.
You could do. Is he going to join us in the chat? I wonder.
Oh man, hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mana.
I'm
How you
sorry.
doing?
Wakey, wakey.
Eggs and
I
bakey.
I had my alarm on. For some reason, it didn't go off.
Did you set your alarm in the calculator? Because I've been there.
Oh, I had it set for 5:30 a.m.
What
and
the
it didn't go off.
Why
Okay,
so
it's 'cause
early?
I start my job next Monday, and I have to go work at 7 a.m. So I'm trying to get myself to wake up at 5:30.
Okay, to try and get yourself used to it a little bit and get yourself onto that routine.
I will tell you right now, you never get used to waking up that early.
No, you really
You
don't.
just-
you just
you
learn
just-
to accept it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's almost like
Suffer.
when I go to sleep, I either wake up around 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, or 2.
Yeah.
Oof.
You should get some of those gummies that I was telling you about.
Yeah, the special gummies.
Yeah, you take them 9 hours before you're supposed to be awake. It gives you enough time for half hour for it to kick in, sleep 8 hours, and then half an hour for it to wear off.
No, I'm still gonna end up sleeping.
Huh?
I'm still gonna end up sleeping.
Okay.
See OC lurking.
Magma. Liquid hot magma.
OC said PC won't open Discord.
Rip.
That's inconvenient.
Where is this magma?
I literally linked it on the group chat.
Yeah,
Which
it's in
one?
the D&D section.
Hold on a sec. I got a call.
Well, we've lost D as well now. So, Ida and Abydos are both dead. It's on YouTube now to save the city.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck did they die?
Because
What did you eat?
because they can't because D has left for a phone call and OC can't get on Discord.
Oh, that's right.
Therefore, I'm gonna just have to kill their characters off. I'm sorry, it's the rule.
Oh shit. Just gotta loot.
Loot their corpses.
Nani.
The card is also now updated with the podcast details because we are on Google Podcasts. We're being distributed now by Google.
Hmm.
That'll get us.
Hello to all the podcast listeners.
Yeah, then we're gonna hit this bit. I'm gonna edit this bit out. This is just for YouTube.
If you want to see us
Hello.
play live, oh boy, what?
What the hell is with your mic? Hi?
Oh wait, my mic is wrong.
Yeah,
You
it
sound
sounds really buzzy.
you sound like a
Give me a
transformer.
second.
Magma authorized my fucking account.
Going smooth here today. Oh.
I'm being rate limited.
What?
Fuck!
What did you do?
I'm trying to make an account, but a rate limited me.
What's going on?
You broke it.
Okay, better?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Perfect.
You no longer sound like a Terminator.
Dang, they're so hot though.
Not the hot Terminators, the bad ones.
Oh,
You didn't sound hot.
You did not. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
what about this?
Jinx.
Here.
Well,
It's still here!
yeah,
So,
of course it's still here. This
funny
is
story.
yes.
I woke up about like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I'm perfect. Let's go. Let's start with this D&D shit. And
Yeah.
immediately I got knocked out by myself.
How did you knock
Like,
yourself out? What?
physically?
What happened?
What?
Like I was perfectly awake. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like just lay for a second or two while I, like, finish waking up, and then I'm gonna be perfect for the day. I woke up like 5 minutes ago.
Wow.
Like, oh god.
But are you feeling better now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Oh,
Okay,
see.
okay.
At least you woke up early.
I did.
I woke up exactly at 10.
And
Oh.
we set this time late enough so that we could be me and Pantia could be considerate for you Americans. You Western Hemisphere people.
It's perfectly okay. It's just like it. I don't normally just go back to sleep, but it just happened. It was
I mean,
weird.
you say that like we're doing them this huge favor, but I actually had classes this morning, so I couldn't have been here any earlier.
Oh
to
no,
be
no!
honest.
This is why we do it this way. We make it sound like we're doing them a favor, and then
Okay.
make it.
Yeah.
Wow.
We can hold it over them.
You make it sound like you're making us a favor, and then like you can ask for something like that.
Yeah, that's how it works. It's how
I
we
mean, I already got free art out of OC. Don't
You
think it
did.
gets any better than that.
Yeah, that's true.
bless. OC also
Oh,
got
it
free
will
art
get
out of
better.
OC.
I'm gonna start making fun art
Aw, bless you.
because some of the scenes are just too funny.
Oh, I want to see.
Whenever I do it, you'll see it. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, I'm hyped. Hype.
We are now just waiting on D, who went to take a phone call and abandoned us. So therefore, we have to murder Ida before the game starts, and then
I mean, that was already part of the plan, right?
yeah,
So it doesn't
Yeah,
eat
so
the bandit.
we
he's abandoned us.
use him as emergency rations because we are going to be on the Az'Bestos trail.
Yeah, Ida is our Paimon.
Oh no, that means he's gonna prevent us from going to areas that we want to go to.
Oh fuck.
And send us emails for updates.
I mean, he pretty much already does preventing us from going to areas
Yeah.
because he will try to eat people.
Areas that you can't take Ida.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as he's back, we'll swap to the game screen. We'll update the stream settings, stream category rather, and we can start. Sleepy.
All right.
Oh, so I just found out
Mhm.
D&D is going to on like January, February is going to come with like 3 new books, and each book is gonna have like 20 new spells for each class.
Yeah, they're making the transfer over to 1D&D, which is the new
Yep.
system. I probably won't be adopting it.
Oh no, it doesn't look good.
There are a lot of
New
reasons.
spells.
One is 1D&D. I'm hearing a lot of like give and take on. 2, I don't want to have to learn a new version of D&D. Knowing one version of D&D right now is enough for me.
Oh yeah, it's a hassle.
And 2, I'm not even sure I'm gonna like keep D&D after this campaign as my system of choice. I may be doing other things.
Oh, we're gonna switch to the German system?
Sorry?
We're gonna switch to the German system?
Yeah, we're gonna play Fatal.
Oh, I've actually heard of it.
Yeah, we're not going to play Fatal. I want to keep my Twitch channel, thank you.
We could play Pathfinder.
No. For the same reason that I don't want to have to learn another version of D&D.
Fate.
No, there are other things we can do. I've got things that I want to play. Things
We
that
can
I
play
would want to
Animorphs.
play in systems under. We have stuff. I have plans, we have stuff.
Perfect.
There's stuff that we can be doing. Thank you for dropping that link into music, Longrave. I look forward to listening to it later. Yeah.
Thank you for the shout out. Do you have a transition? Stinger transition, sorry?
Sorry? Transition?
Yeah, when we switch to screens.
I haven't switched to screens yet, no.
Yeah, but do you have a transition for that?
I don't have a transition, no. I just swapped the screen. Hang on.
I'm gonna send you a link. Wait, I found something.
I'm gonna make sure this is all set up so I don't do the wrong thing. There we go. See? That's the closest to a transition you get out of me. Is the small fade that OBS does. Why isn't it showing the dice box? There we go.
Oh yeah, OBS has like a lot of transitioning things that you can add.
Oh yeah, it does have them. I
Quite
just
good.
don't care to use them.
Oh.
Too
Understandable.
late, I'm sending you the link.
Remember, I'm the $1 food truck bat.
Oh yeah. I actually thank you for reminding me. I had actually forgotten.
The only reason the Discord looks as nice as it does is because of Mana yelling at me to accept things. I'm like, yeah.
Thank you, Mana.
Thank you, Mana. Everyone say thank you to Mana for being the best community person and actually getting me to do
Judas helped me too.
Do shit. And Judas. Judas is also wonderful.
Thank you, Judas.
It's my painting. Going around really drew out of boredom.
Two of the best people to help me support this channel I could have ever asked for.
Oh wait. No, I can't send the link to you, Judas, because you never accept my friend request, I think.
Rip?
Wow.
How could you?
Because
Disrespectful.
I couldn't send Judas a friend request because he was like, I know his settings were like, oh, you can't send friend requests to that person. And that's when I gave up.
The disrespect.
Soup.
Yeah.
Soup.
I'm excited for this game. It's gonna last a while, I feel like, and I'm looking forward to how you'll react to certain things.
Huh, interesting. So for the audience, what the DM tried to say is, I'm gonna make my players suffer.
Well, it's a home. It's not a homebrew. It's a module, but I feel like I've done some work with it to tweak it, and I want to see that you guys have fun. Because it's helping me get my legs under me for DMing again after so long.
What else? We get a hunt today.
Yes. Yes. This is the first and only time that we're gonna let D hunt.
We will be going over.
I don't trust him hunting.
Oh, I also don't trust him, but I'm pretty sure it's either he's gonna bring food or he's gonna die. So it's a win-win situation.
If he brings Zach's food, it's gonna eat it. He already said he ate all his rations.
True, fair enough.
So I've tried to capture some of the feel of Oregon Trail for this, to give you a heads up. So I do have some things in mind for how to handle things as we go. And you won't be alone in this wagon journey, so don't worry about that.
You sure?
No, we have like 25 people that we have to take care of.
Don't worry about it.
Every time you say don't worry about it, I immediately start worrying.
Yeah. Every time they say don't worry about it, I get more worry.
Don't worry about it.
You're fine.
Have I never
What was
given?
the
Have
art
I?
thing called? I forgot.
Have I ever given you reason to worry about anything?
Yes.
Yes.
No hesitation.
Oh, please tell me what the art thing is called where we draw.
Magma. It's the link is on the D&D chat. You need
Yeah.
the invite.
It's like 3 or 4 messages above the last message.
If you entered as a guest last time, you have to make an account this time.
Yeah. You can also enter with Discord, so it's actually quite easy. Yeah, exactly, Wound Graven. Whenever the DM says, "Don't worry about it," he's throwing dice on your back. About 10 of them, probably.
I mean, I'm just glad that the mic doesn't always pick up the sound when I'm rolling dice to myself quietly, like you seeing.
Oh, it does sometimes.
Not always.
Not all of the times, but
Which is a feature I'm enjoying because I can make. On the one hand, I can make very sneaky rolls. On the other hand, I get to continue the tradition of rolling dice for no reason just to make you sweat.
well, you say that, but also at the same time, you are rolling dice and you're like, "Ehehehe."
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you've got to roll dice not because you've got anything to roll them for, but just to make the players uncomfortable, make them paranoid.
The thing is that we never know if it's an actual dice that we need to like know about or not. So
What me?
So it's like,
I'm gonna go get
Oh,
my
if
dice
you
tray.
have to worry if you're gonna survive, then it's a valid roll. If not, Sav is just messing with us.
I've told you before this. Don't worry about survival. There are far more interesting and fun things I can do than kill you.
oh yeah, no, definitely. This is D&D.
Far more
You can
interesting
leave
I
than
don't
fun
lose
to
our
me.
chocobos, are we?
Sorry, I'm back.
Uh, I don't
Time
think I can lose
continue.
Severus. He is the most powerful being of this planet, so probably of this universe. So yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Welcome back, Ida.
Welcome back.
Gracias. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had an important call come in, so I had to take that.
Oh,
No worries.
my
You're not
dice,
using that as an excuse to eat the bandit, are you?
my dice tray got a
I am gonna
split
eat
in it.
What do you mean, it?
He cannot eat the bandit. I don't know if you remember that, but oh no, the bandit is still with us. Fuck.
Yeah.
The one
Yeah,
that's not
exactly.
is the necromancer.
Raya only took the necromancer guy, the cultist.
Yeah, I can nibble on them, one limb at a time.
I don't think I asked this. Had we ever seen the bandit on the city?
No. Either
Okay.
he's not one you recognise. I'll say that. I'll give that before we even start properly.
Yeah, because I remember you said that a lot of the people who originally were helping the army and all that started to become bandits because there was like
Yeah, it's the thing of problem with outsourcing your military power to mercenaries is that as soon as the war is over, the mercenaries have no work.
Besides being food.
At which point they either saved enough money to then travel to the next city where there is work to do, or they're suddenly stuck there with a very specific skill set.
I mean, the nobles can still hire them as bodyguards.
Yeah. I mean, the guy that we have right now can barely move, so
Glad he wasn't that good at it.
Oh.
That is a very angry son.
Son with a U or son with an O?
A U.
Okay.
Change us to Dungeons and Dragons.
But the sun is always angry. I don't know what you mean.
The sun is a deadly laser.
Quirks and stuff.
Quirks and stuff.
I
love that
actually
video.
love that video. Yeah.
Everyone does. It's great.
It's so entertaining.
Yeah. It's like 40 minutes, but it feels like 2.
I
It's
like
so good.
watching like education, like what do you call it? Like career, like teachers and educators reacting to it.
The
Oh
weirdest
yeah.
one is that the only reason I even knew learned about what is that noise?
It's
What
deep.
noise? What?
D, what the fuck?
There we go.
That's your puppy again. You know how your mic is a little buzz sound randomly?
Really?
Yeah,
By the
Yeah.
way, Mana, your mic right now sounds amazing.
very crisp.
Thank you.
It's so
Much
good.
improved.
Yeah, like the only reason I know what prion disease is because Moist Critical did a video on it because
Oh,
he just knows disease biochemistry and shit. I was like, oh, cool. Prion disease scares me.
just
There's
some
nothing you
casual
can do
Disease in
about it.
general.
Knowledge.
knowledge.
Cursed with knowledge.
Unfortunate.
So,
Plantia, why is your son so angry?
Because you drew it angry.
I did not. He's just hungry. He's hangry.
Uh, I did not. I did not do that. I did not.
are we
Oh, hi, Mark.
are we ready to start though?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Now, say that. I only have thing open that I need open. So as you may remember, we left off last time, and we'd saved a bunch of people from the immediate surrounding area from burning to death, and other problems. As you might imagine, that after a big disaster happens in an urban area, people were kind of in danger. And
I'm in danger.
a lot went on. And we
A lot
ended,
happened.
yeah. But we saved some people, we organised some people, getting ready to hit the road and get these people out of here, and we left off that night with the caravan getting ready to leave.
It is
And
currently tied up.
and as you guys sleep, you all have a dream. And I'm actually going to ask for a volunteer from you.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
And here, deep.
Me. Oh, never mind.
Who
Wait,
wants
you
to
did-
volunteer?
Is it a volunteer to eat?
No. I'm just
Damn
going
it.
to ask one of you to read something for me. Sure.
Okay.
What is with you and
Uh,
eating?
I don't know.
Who wants
I'm
to
just
volunteer?
hungry.
He's
Go
just bored.
eat.
Don't worry about it.
I just ate an apple. I'm good. Me, I guess.
Okay, Ida. You all have the same dream. You see this image of this big open courtyard. It's the place is full of people from Gallade. Both people like yourselves, knights dressed in your finery. You recognize a man who might be a baker from the street, or the woman who sells fish to you on a Sunday. Lots and lots of the citizens that you used to see on your day to day, and this courtyard is packed with them. It's not a courtyard you recognize, but it has this supreme sense of calm and peace. Overhead, you have the two suns still there, both the regular sun and the companion still where it should be. And this courtyard has these big pillars of stone marble, like this beautiful white marble with gold trim. And ahead of you, you see this raised stone stage, still with that white marble and gold trim. And standing on top of it is a figure you recognize as Thaddeus Creek, the High Marshal of your Knight Order and the political leader of the city of Gallade. that hasn't happened. Because this space is not one you recognize, but you remember the motions of what you're doing right now. And you and everyone around you kind of snaps to attention and to focus on Thaddeus Krieg, this elderly man, very, very elderly. He looks tired, but his eyes still have this very sharp glare. And it's one that when you've seen him before in real life, he always has this kind of like air that he was in on a joke and he was waiting to tell everyone the punch. You know, that kind of like very, I'm trying not to laugh. When I get to tell you the punchline of this, I'm gonna laugh. Crystal clear eyes, for a man so old. He's got like the weight of he looks like he's got the weight of the world back. He was around when during some pretty major restructuring of the city and was in your order of knights even before the companion was above the city. And he clears his throat and everyone has their undivided attention. And he leads you in reciting the Creed Resolute, the oath of the city, that you remember having to recite during when you first pledged to become a squire, and then again when you pledged to become a knight. And it's kind of the general, you know how the Americans have that state, that what was it, the Pledge of Allegiance?
Yeah.
It's sort of like that. Everyone in the city knows it by heart, as I had to say it at some point. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send it on the ongoing D&D screen. You wanna recite it?
Interesting. Oh, Canada.
Yeah, the kind of Canadian national anthem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I solemnly pledge my soul and blood and blade to serve as a knight of the Gulade and share the oath of the High Marshal in honoring the gift of the companion. I shall guard the realm of Gulade and all those lands which lie under Gulade's shield, upholding the laws of Gulade and the commands of the High Marshal. I shall live my life in strict accord to the Creed Resolute, placing it and this oath above all other doctrines. I shall be bound to all others who swear this oath, declaring them now and forevermore, whether in life or beyond the veil of death, to be my brothers in arms. To ensure the perfect harmony of our brotherhood, I shall permit no difference in faith to come between us, but rather hold the companion which I shall never attribute to one God or another as our common star. Amen.
And that's kind of where the dream ends. You find yourself waking up refreshed, and all four of you have shared this dream. It's kind of like memory of, this memory of like this vow you took to defend the city. The city that's now gone. So good job on that. A good job on that.
Defend what's not there.
Good job on defending that city.
City's gone, guys. Pledge is over. We can eat these sheets now.
Wait,
yeah.
sheets?
That the pledge is written on.
Like
a sheet of paper.
Do you have your fucking pledge like on the small paper in your pocket? What the fuck?
Yeah, Edith's actually that patriotic. He has it with him at all times.
Exactly. Don't you? God, you guys are terrible.
He also has it like
he
actually has it embroidered onto his blanket.
Yeah, it's on the pillow too.
He has asked me to do him that, but as a tattoo for years.
Just across his back.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just give it to me like fucking wing tattoos.
Yeah, you guys find yourself waking up. There's a bit of bustle around the makeshift caravan. Because of the state of a lot of the houses being deemed unsafe due to the tremors and the fire, a lot of most of the people have been sleeping out on the tents, including yourselves, around the wagons, and you see a lot of people are already up about. early, getting ready. Chief among them being Grond, who's already like, you're not even sure you saw him sleep. He's got that old man energy where it's like, I don't need sleep. Ha ha ha. You know, they're up at like 3 a.m. to get their breakfast, and then they're just up then all day.
No, he needs to fall asleep while everybody else gets ready. Like, just full on, all his gear on, and then he just sits there, like, snoring, and once we talk to him, he's like, oh no, I was just meditating.
Yeah. What do you know? He could have been. He's got that old man energy.
Old man energy.
Yeah.
That old man energy.
That old man energy.
Old man.
And he sees that you guys are, you know, getting up and getting yourself. Be gone, bot! Sorry, I shouldn't have shouted that
Go
out loud.
away.
Like,
Man
is this
of
part
God.
of the? Is this
No,
part of
no,
the
no, no,
campaign?
no. This, sorry. Very bad force of habit on my part for shouting that whenever I see a bot. Shit. That needs editing out of the podcast.
That's staying in.
And he's approaching you and waves and goes, all right, knights. You guys up then? You sleep all right?
I slept all right.
Slither.
Sliver. You say that, or is that just the sound you're
No,
making?
no, no. Oh my fucking god! I don't know which one is funnier though. Saying slither.
I would have slept better if I didn't have someone's forked tongue constantly snoring in my ear.
Listen,
I'm trying to eat the bandit.
I don't know what you knights do in your little camps, but
Trying to sleep and failing, apparently. Also,
No,
hungry because you guys
Ida
won't let me
likes-
eat the bandit.
Ida has some very ideas about fun.
That's a nocturnal yo.
Ron just kind of like frowns and says, "Yeah, the less I find out about your knight's ways, the better."
Bruh.
Bruh.
Just make sure that one doesn't have a bad influence on my granddaughter.
What?
And he kind of like motions his walking stick at Ida. And he kind of like settles himself in by the campfire that you had going. It's gone low now, petered out, and he looks around and he goes, "Well, we're getting ready to leave today. We'd appreciate your protecting us on the road. It's a bit of a long walk."
Well, of course.
Long slither.
Long sliver.
Long slither.
Lung sliver. I think it's actually funnier if he just says slither.
Like a verbal tick.
He never learned how to do the snake thingy, and so he only says
Like a
slither.
dog that verbally says "woof."
Woof.
He never
Yeah,
learned to
exactly.
smell the air.
Yeah.
He kind of nods and goes, "Right, that will mean a lot to us. I think Watson's got the supplies all worked out. She's got the list. I know how much of a head for that kind of numbers, but she has a count. You might want to go to her this afternoon when she's not busy." And he kind of like gets up then. You get the impression he wasn't really sure what to say. He was just really eager to check that you were still coming. He seemed to have been, as soon as you said that you were, a weight was kind of like lifted off his shoulders. Like he get the impression he was worried that you'd have left them to, or stayed behind to look for more people or what have you. But having some protection on the road is something he's going to be letting everyone know about.
I mean, considering Ida might possibly eat them,
Considering Ida might possibly eat them, that's right. And You also see he also like motions to the back of the wagon that you put the bandit in, and goes, your guy there is awake as well. We gave him some bread. He seems pretty content to keep to himself right now. Let you know he's conscious, and he wanders off to continue getting.
Still have not healed him.
I mean, you gave him medical aid. He's not in danger of dying. He's just unlikely to walk again without magical aid.
He's not in danger of dying. He's just paralyzed.
Yeah.
We had 2 chances to use a spell to fully
At this
heal
point,
him.
he's probably going to need some kind of greater restoration spell to walk again. So good job on that. You've left him with massive amounts of medical debt. Around the camp, you see. Sorry, what was that?
You never said that he would have lasting damage. You said no, he's fine.
I said I said he has lasting damage. I said, do you want to give him medical attention or healing magically?
No, I gave him medical attention.
Yeah.
Like that happened.
Yeah, and I
don't think we have another cleric or healer.
Go back and listen. Like when you guys said about healing him magically, or not, I said like without magical attention. Without magical attention, he's gonna have some lasting damage and probably won't walk again.
We said no, don't use a spell because at the time we didn't know who else we were gonna encounter.
Yeah, you made that choice. You made that choice.
Greater restoration or
I'll make about as bad as decisions as I do.
Or our regeneration spell will.
No, you make worse decisions.
Yeah. No, yeah, definitely. Like trying to eat the recently wedded
bird people.
They were ripe for the eating.
It happens.
They were getting married.
Exactly, ripe.
Oh god.
Ripe of their life.
This is why we can't leave him by himself.
Pretty much.
Someone in the unit has to always be with them.
Ida needs a babysitter.
I am baby.
Baby.
How did you even make it?
It's for them high initiative rolls.
As you all are, getting up, getting yourselves breakfast and what have you, see a couple of the people in the camp giving a morning prayer. You hear them, and you overhear it. It's one that you probably, even if you don't follow it yourself, you've probably heard throughout the city itself. Some people have not quite a religion, but like some people attribute a lot, especially the younger races, like people who don't remember a time before the companion was in the sky. They give like little short prayers of thanks to the second son, and you hear it. Overall, we give thanks to the companion, whose light gives us the bounty of the fields and shields us from the dark, whose eternal presence is a constant ally against all those who would threaten Gallade. Let all those who stand within its blessing remember that it is a beacon of righteousness which will follow to our greater glory. No one kind of gives a little murmur of amen and cooks into their breakfast. And you hear this in a few spots around the camp. It's usually, especially with like humans and people short-lived races who don't remember it not being there. But
yeah, makes sense.
Having a giant second sun over you every day is gonna, it has a bit of an effect on you.
Yeah, especially because people were used to just
spiritually.
Yeah, if you go outside, it's sunny, so there being darkness, it's gonna be kind of weird.
Oh yeah, a lot of people are very freaked out about how it's not as bright as it usually is, especially some of the younger children. See them. Yeah, the morning. What would each of you like to do this morning?
Sadly, I'm not a bard because I could make so many puns right now.
You can try and chat to some of the other companion, to the people, or
I'm gonna look for, like in the surrounding area for like stragglers, like people who couldn't arrive or who were just arriving and they were like, I don't know, they were looking for the city or something, and
you're gonna make one last
there
sweep
anymore
for anyone
to
take with you. Do you want to give me some kind of roll?
Yeah, give me a second.
Probably treat it like a hunting roll because you're hunting for people if you want, or just an investigation to investigate around, or anything like that. Because, as OC did remind me, we can be a lot more liberal with use of investigation roles because I was misunderstanding and misremembering how specific they are. Turns out they're a lot less specific than I thought they were. And you can be a lot more liberal with them.
Yeah, you would think
which
that
feels
it's
weird to me.
like you would use it.
Yeah, like what I said of like, it's not a perception. You're not spotting something. It's a long-term investigation. But no, apparently in D&D, it's just another version of spot check.
Yeah,
There's just two versions
like,
of spot check.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sure.
So do I just roll a d20?
D20 plus whatever skill you wanted to use. Same as normal.
I'm just gonna throw a plain d20 because none of my skills are good for that. Actually, yeah, plus for animal handling. So I'm gonna go the.
Okay, you're gonna specifically try and like look for horses that people have.
Well, not just for horses, but probably like.
And chocobos.
Well, yeah, of course. I love how you said. No, actually, I'm gonna throw it normal because I just want to see if I can find anyone or anything that is like.
Okay. You're just kind of like keeping yourself as open to spot as possible.
Yeah.
I will say that at least add on investigation or something. Just to like show.
Oh, then it's 16.
16. All right. Just to show you like keeping all your avenues open into what you're looking at. You find a couple of people. You find a couple by the side of the road look quite distraught. Then a little further on, a small family are, trying to figure out where they need to go now because they were traveling here with enough supplies in mind to, reach the city, and suddenly the city isn't there. They're in a place no one knows them. Same for like you're getting the impression that this is a state that a lot of people, and you appear and what do you say to calm these people down? And
small family is as in 3 or 4 people, or small family as in halflings?
No, small families in like it's just a small number of people. You find a person here, a lone traveler there.
Yeah. Okay, understandable.
You feel like you've got most of the people directed towards the caravan.
Yeah. Of course, I'm not gonna force someone, but I'm gonna try to convince them.
Yeah.
To come with us.
And some of them might look at you and go, "Do you know what happened? What is all this?"
I explain them exactly what we saw, and I tell them that at the moment we're investigating exactly what that was, what happened to the city, and that we're going to Az'Bestos to take shelter and try to see what else we can do about it.
Okay, it sounds like you're giving them a very that very specific cop reply or like rescue reply of, you're giving them the information that they need, but trying to keep it as not give them too much to panic them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like informing them of the situation and around the situation, but I'm not giving them enough specifics so they can get like massive hysteria.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't want to overpromise.
Yeah.
And a lot of them seem to accept. I mean, what else are they going to do? Like hang around here? They follow you back to the caravan, and they're welcomed in the morning, while everyone else is like getting. What's everyone else been doing?
Eating breakfast.
Oh god.
Okay, so Ida's kind of just like it's just kind of like helped around the camp then, or has actively
Yeah,
avoided helping?
we can go with that. Helping around the camp, eating.
Oh
I
my
feel
god,
like
someone go check on Ida.
I feel like Ida is the type to try harder to look busy than he would actually try and do anything.
You know what, you son of a bitch? That's true.
There's more effort into looking busy than actually doing what he needs to do.
That is accurate.
So Ida's being lazy.
Ida's being lazy.
No.
What is DN just doing?
So I'm gonna go find Capon.
Okay.
How early in the morning is it?
It's pretty
That's
early.
actually a good question.
The sky's darker than it probably should be right now, because of all the dust in the air. Still a lot of the smoke. But a lot of it's still sights out. You can just see the rays of the sun coming up over the horizon. It's an early morning start. They get the impression Grond and a lot of the other people charging the wagons didn't want to. They want to get a move on as soon as they can. Make the most of the day.
Do I know what kind of animals are around here?
A lot of the, I would say, give you a very easy nature history.
Also, can I just say, early morning start is like an amazing name for a band.
It sounds like a coffee commercial.
Early morning starts with you.
Oh god.
Yeah, see, exactly. Bat's got the jingle going and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Thank you for that.
Don't take early morning starting in the morning. The following issues are asthma, depression,
I did that
death,
wrong.
Heart attacks.
cancer, cramps.
Addiction to Dungeons and Dragons and poor life choices.
Yeah.
Uh,
Getting by a dragon.
With that, I'll say that you're aware of a lot of a lot of the more common bits of wildlife just from traveling around here. You've seen rabbits in the area, small game, occasional deer.
Oh dear.
Mm.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
usually more towards like the forested areas of the province. I don't think the word then.
How much time do I have before they set off?
Probably not a whole lot of time. Maybe an hour at most.
An hour's enough.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll take Capon with me, and we'll go through the forest, see if we can find anything. Mainly the deer, because the rabbit, they're gonna be the burrows. Small animals as well, we'll get up too early.
The problem
And
that,
mainly be the nocturnals, like the owl.
yeah. And don't forget, a lot of them are still going to be skittish due to the whole disaster thing.
Ooh, if you can get me a rabbit, I would love that.
If we can get one, I'll try.
Yes.
But they'll probably be like more bird types.
Yeah. I was thinking the same.
Give me some kind of hunting roll.
Probably I would recommend first trying to hide and then rolling for nature, probably, or for survival.
She wants to roll for hiding first, see how that goes, and play it that way rather than actively like chasing down and hunting. More than welcome to.
Bye, Oxy.
Bye, Oxy.
Okay. He just slithered on away.
Disconnected. But yeah, while he's doing that, do you wanna?
I'm terrible hiding. It's the 7th.
Oof. Okay. Make a note of that.
Wait, am I using survival with it or no?
Survival is an acceptable use for making hunting rolls. Yep.
I could use performance, couldn't I?
No.
Oh.
I don't think that the animals care that you can perform Shakespeare.
They might.
They don't. I can tell you that now. These are very uncultured animals in Gallade.
All right.
They wanted Macbeth, and you did like Midsummer's Night.
Oh, they get what they get. They can't be picky.
Evidently, they can. Welcome back.
Welcome back, OC.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, if you want to give me some kind of survival roll for the hunting attempt as well. Uh,
13.
13? Sure. I will say that you managed to spot some kind. Or what kind of animal do you want to go for?
That's a
I'll give
real
you.
long journey.
I'll
I like
give
to
you
go
the
for
choice.
the deer.
Okay, deer. I will say because you got 13, you managed to spot one. But with your stealth roll, it sees you. So I'm gonna say make an attack, just at straight. A single attack with your bow, I assume, or crossbow, whatever it is you have, and see if you can shoot it before it bolts.
So, D6. D6 plus 2.
Remember, it's a D20 to hit.
Oh, that's right.
And you want to see if you what's that plussing? Your dex?
2.
Okay, that's
I want to reroll.
I mean, you have one reroll per session. Remember, all of you do. That's how you want to spend it today. That's how you spend it.
It's fine. I bought the deer.
Plus
16.
Oh, you did. You actually did spend your reroll.
I did. I want the deer.
Interesting.
Okay, that's an interesting use of that. Yeah, you kind of like tense up as you see it. Like it tense up, and you realize like it's made you, and you're quick to get that shot off, and it flies, and your arrow flies out of your crossbow, and pierces it through the neck and brings it down.
Yay!
It like managed to take a few steps and slumps, but you caught the deer. Congratulations.
It only took a reroll.
Yeah.
Watch, we're gonna need that reroll later.
Watch, you're gonna need that deer for food.
I'll find food. We got a bandit still.
I'm gonna hop off Capon, go to the deer, make sure it's fully dead. I'm gonna put on Capon's back, and then just go back.
Okay.
It'll just wait all along the way. It's fine.
And Cynthia, what does Cynthia do today? This morning.
I'm going to try to find someone in our caravan who has been on the Az'Bestos trail lately, like maybe a merchant, and kind of try to map out a route.
Okay.
Like what types of dangers would be there? Where would we need to be extra careful? Things like that, so that we don't lose any wagons, horses, chocobos, whatever.
Yeah. As you're asking around, you what this? I feel like this is a good chance, a good opportunity to introduce our bandit. And as you're asking around, you hear a voice go, "Oi, oi, night person."
Yes, hello. How can I be of service?
You see him looking up at you from the questionable comfort of the back of this wagon, being stuck in it. And he goes, "I heard you asking around about the trail. You're the one that healed me, right?"
Definitely.
Cool. Well, thanks for not letting me die. shame none of you guys had healing magic to like help with the rest of this, and he kind of weighs down to his legs. But I appreciate, like, you know, filling
Bro,
the
you a bandit.
holes.
You are a villain.
So you see, there are these things called spell slots.
He
and
just
they are finite.
Hey, he didn't know you had healing magic. He was being sincere. He has no idea you have healing magic or not. He didn't see it.
Oh, I thought he was being sarcastic.
No. He
I thought he was too. I was about to say, bro, you are a bandit. You have no right.
he's just assuming that you did what you could.
He thinks we rescued him because he was a person, and he has no idea that we know that
Oh no,
he was a bandit.
He's pretty aware, like with how the others have treated him, the fact that he was left tight, like with rope around him, and people would be keeping an eye on him. He's very well aware that people know he's a bandit. Yes. I can try and help if you fancy, you know, not executing me or anything like that, or like feeding me to that one other dude the other night.
Wow.
If you keep him away from me, I can give you information on the trail. I've been there.
Still planning to turning you over to the right of authorities once we reach them. I just want to make that clear.
Wait, so who's he talking about to get far away from? Me or D?
Ida.
You.
What
Oh,
do you think?
so he's talking.
That
So he's
cat,
talking about
that cat dude has been staring at me all night, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Bandit, I am not staring at you. I am staring at them legs and wondering what kind of seasoning to use.
Oh God.
He ain't using them anymore.
He kind of shouts back at you. Yeah, that's what scares me. Because I assume you're saying this out loud.
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys.
I would hit Ida, but I'm still the forest.
Yeah, he turns back to Cynthia and goes, how is that guy a knight?
Because I get shit done.
I thought you all meant to
He
be
got
noble.
in through back means.
Wow.
The only reason why he got into the Knights is because we helped him on his exams.
Okay, let's let Plantier talk for Cynthia.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, like if you keep that cat dude away from me, and you know, I mean, I know you want to turn me over. If I can try and convince you not to, that'd be great. Would you believe that I'm simply burdened by these troubling times? And he gives you like puppy dog eyes.
Okay, I'm going to do my best that you're not going to get eaten. Because I don't believe in that.
No promises.
I'm running this very, very carefully, okay?
Listen, I will turn my... If you get me to Az'Bestos without any bits of me missing more, sure, turn me in. I feel like prison will be safer than being around that cat knight. And he kind of like...
You're not wrong.
Wipes his hand off and offers it to you to shake it and goes, my name's Garen McGarrington.
No, why would you do that to me? Why?
It's at the top of the list.
Ah.
I'm just going down the list.
Why?
Bandit survivor. And he offers to shake your hand. Do you take it?
That's my name. Yeah, of course I shake his hand. I named him. He's my boy now.
And he says, "You're right. I'm glad at least one of you is reasonable." And he says, "Do you have like a sheet of paper or something I can like draw or like make notes on for you? Because like the path's pretty direct. It takes about 10 days from here to there at a slow pace. The most you're probably gonna have to look out for is the old fort, and you know other bandits. There's a lot of us around here these days."
How many?
I want to trust him so bad, but I want to do an inside check and see if he's for real.
Okay. Do me an insight check.
Time to interrogate this boy.
Give us the vibe check.
What?
His vibe seems on the level. He just doesn't want to get eaten.
That's a dirty 20.
Excellent. Yeah, his vibe seems on the level. He just doesn't want to be eaten. So he's actually, and like, to be fair, you get the impression that he's figuring, y'all ain't killed him yet. You've spent the medical supplies on him, and also shit does genuinely seem to be fucked. Like, even he can see, the entire city's missing. Maybe hanging around here, or giving shit to the knights who are gonna take me to somewhere else isn't the best idea.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, being stuck in this wagon, if y'all do get attacked by bandits, and he says this to you, like, unfortunately, us bandits, we ain't really the understanding type. If they see me here, they're going to assume that I'm just one of you guys. I don't want to get stabbed and robbed, because I got nothing to rob, which will leave them with just the stabbing.
That's fair.
And he kind of like makes you a list of like a rough like list of notes of like he points out I had a thing. He does a very badly drawn map. What I'm gonna do is
so this is your excuse?
Yes.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do it like this. And on the magma, you should have now. Oh, I'm sorry, but I have to delete your pretty house and things.
What happened to here?
And he kind of like he does that. This top blue circle is the city. He goes, "Here's the sun." The one that ate there right now. And he draws the big squiggly line for the road. He goes, "Here's Az'Bestos near the coast." And he draws this little square in the middle and goes, "This is Fort Morn. Shit's cursed. Consider not going too close. There's like some kind of town around there now, I hear. But no one can actually get inside anyway, so it's kind of a moot point. Yeah." And he draws another line, like going just under the. Is going to let me draw over the top of it, or maybe
if you select a layer that's on the top of that, yes.
Oh. And he draws the other line here and goes, and we also have the river Chanter following it along to the coast.
Oh god.
That's how we forgot to draw on. And he points down at this big area down here and goes, "That's the Plague Lands.
That's the no-no square.
That's the no-no place. I heard you guys kind of like roll there sometimes with the knights to keep the bad things where they should be. So maybe we don't go to that side of the river, or stuff's this bad. Because I can't imagine anything in there is too happy right now."
You see, you tell me this as the GM, and now I want to go there.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's probably good loot in there that no one's been able to get.
Okay,
yes, but we took an oath to protect these people because they're from our city, so we will go there afterwards.
Are you going to take
What's a better way to protect them than killing
with
creatures?
better gear.
Also that.
But then they just gonna get killed by some bandits. No discussion. No. We go there later. We're gonna protect them.
I called it the Plague Lands, and you're instantly, I want to go there.
Yeah.
Oh, are you immune to plague by any chance? Or disease?
I had my rabies shot.
Because while the knights do patrol down there, you're aware that that's usually on the condition that they are quarantined afterwards and receive medical care.
Oh, so it's literally plague. Like, okay.
Monsters that carry a plague. Yeah. The stone plague.
Understandable. What about the castle, though? Like, as a DM, do we have any more knowledge about it?
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm. Roll 1d20 plus history was knowledge or was intelligence?
It should say on the character sheet.
Yeah, give me a second. The things that I don't have it open right now.
Okay. Check then.
Pins for players. Character sheets. There we go. I have it here.
Your history is a +2.
Oh, thank you. That's what I was thinking about, but I was not completely sure. But let's do.
Right.
There we go. Huh.
You're aware that something happened there around 20 or 30 years ago that resulted in the fort being sealed up by some powerful wards. It used to be a bastion or an outpost of your own knight's order, but something happened. You're not really sure what. But when the next patrol came round to relieve them, they found they couldn't get in. It's been sealed up.
Oh, okay.
No one can get inside now.
Did they try the windows though?
They tried everything. Some obelisks have appeared around the perimeter of the fort. No one can get past them. It's like it's
Okay.
inside a bubble. Bubble is a fun word to say.
Bubble, but
Yeah.
okay.
And he
Perfect.
hands this map over. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and share this information with as many people as possible so that everybody can keep an eye out and that if anybody gets lost, they know not to go to the Plague Lands and why we don't want to go to the castle.
Don't go south. Be careful going west. East
And
is the
then
opposite direction, and there's nothing north for us.
Yeah, just so that everybody knows like which path we're going, and what the plan is. I feel like stuff like this gives people a lot of reassurance and calms everybody down. And like I'm telling them the telltale signs of how to spot a bandit and how they should call that out to us so that we can do something if that happens, because we're here to protect them.
You make sure everyone's got as prepared as they can be for the.
Yeah, so that we don't lose anybody.
Okay.
I mean, we could manage to lose one person, but
No.
No?
No one left behind, right? That's how the knights do. That's how Plantier will make you do. That's how Cynthia insists.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We can lose D and that's it.
What?
Acceptable losses.
You will find the way back. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you're really good at
losing Eda isn't a big deal. You're right.
God damn.
So Plantier is the voice of Rishon. I am the father/mother figure. Man is the resourceful one, and then D is here.
I'm here for interrogations. Do you see how well that interrogation with the bandit went? Because he didn't want to be eaten? He spilled his guts.
And you almost ate that too.
Okay, but it worked.
I guess.
That's a war crime. And please,
it's not a war crime if I don't commit.
Please don't be the reason why I have to invent the Geneva Convention in this setting, D.
The Az'Bestos Convention.
Do not be the reason why I have to invent the Geneva Convention.
But
Please.
I didn't eat him, and we got the info.
As you guys reconvene back at the camp in the morning, get everything set up, you set out on the road. Who rides their do all of you just ride on your chocobos, or do any of you offer your chocobos to someone else to walk on foot? Because you're not going fast, you're going about as fast as the slowest person there, you know. Not everyone can ride or fit on the wagons, so some people are having to walk.
How many people
I
could I
will.
give a ride to?
You could probably fit like 1 or 2 people on your back. You know, you're big, you're like horse-sized, but like also you're only horse-sized.
But I'm long.
Yeah, but a lot of that you'd be trailing your feet on the floor, and also just because you're long doesn't mean you're stronger than a horse. Like,
oh, fair enough.
horses have a maximum capacity too.
Yeah. Hmm. I mean, I could offer mine, but mine is more of a carry than.
This was a question more to the others in the group.
So I'm gonna say, just due to traits for my character, that he should probably be in front on Chocobo just to have a better like a view to
But
keep
won't
an
eat
eye
the
out for
others.
danger. Wow, no. That's why you don't want me to be behind, because I'll eat stragglers. But if I'm in front, for one, I'm not eating anyone. And two, it gives me a better lookout position just due to traits.
And here we have the Eater, looking for stragglers in the herd. Any weak or solitary members of the pack will be picked off by this fucking knight.
Looking for
Wonderful.
strugglers in his own herd.
Isn't nature marvelous?
Eat the weak. The strong survive.
No, eat the rich.
So,
Can offer
okay.
cinnamon to an old lady or a child or something like that. You know, somebody who needs it, so that they don't get left behind and eaten by Ida.
You're making.
Guys,
You're trying to get as many people who maybe can't move as fast onto as make it as easy as easy as journey as possible for them.
Yeah, what happened to the deer?
Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a moment.
Okay.
What's Dane Joss doing?
I assume we just returned to the group before they started heading off.
Yeah, you all assemble. Grond checks that you're ready to go, and this very ragtag caravan sets on its way west. I know which way left.
Oh, so they never get left.
No one's been left behind. You all are traveling together.
Okay.
I just briefly forgot left and right.
I'm gonna assume the deer is still on Captain's back.
Okay. So you're using Kaplan as extra storage then to carry more stuff, supplies.
I don't. Is there a butcher in the group?
There is like a wagon. As I said, I'm literally about to go over like the ration situation just now.
No, like is there a butcher, a person who butchers?
There would be someone available who can dice up the deer.
Yeah.
Well, I guess till then, I'll just keep the deer at Captain's back. Okay. Give Captain a snack.
As you approach the afternoon, you see Watson stand up in a wagon with Pal. Pal's got the reins and waves you over and goes, "Hey, night folk, over here." And she kind of like, gives you a few waving motions and she's holding a clipboard in her hand. Who wants to go over, Ottawa?
I'm going.
Anyone else?
I will head over as well because I have a deer and I might as well make it known because they're gonna see it on the road.
She nods to those of you who go over and she goes, "Yeah, bit of a problem. I noticed it before we left. She kind of like sighs and she goes, I got a tally here of all the supplies and I've checked it 3 times now and I see you got some more there in, I guess. I'm worried we ain't gonna have enough to get us there. Not all the way to Az'Bestos, not with how many people we got."
Time to thin the herd.
And
Oh god.
I think we can make some stew and prolong the rations that way.
Definitely.
she
Yeah,
says,
if need be, it could be diluted.
"Yeah, that's even accounting for that.
If needed, we can hunt again.
One thing we could do is we could check some of the abandoned farmsteads on the way if we need to."
Yeah, that's also a good solution.
And Pal chimes up next to him and goes, "Yeah, that's kind of like shitty though. Like, feels like robbing people." And I'd feel better foraging. And she kind of like.
But the thing is, like, if the farm's been abandoned and there's no survivors, we take what we need.
Fair enough. But Watson kind of like taps him on the head with a clipboard and gives him a little whack on the back of the head. He goes, "Yeah, but if we're going to keep up a pace, we're only going to have time to be focusing on one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to destroy your house and tree. I do need it out of the way. I need it out of the way. I'm sorry.
A happy family.
Oh, I didn't make it, so that's fun. I like how Mana Oxy are still there.
Oh yeah, and the other layers.
That's why we made extra layers.
And what I'm going to do
So they
is...
stay.
well, yeah, you can make the extra... They're separate boards. They're not in my way.
Yeah.
You'll have... Let me get my pen. You'll start it off with 5 rations each, right?
Correct.
Yes, correct.
I have 6 rations because of earlier with the banquet.
Hang on.
Yeah.
You all used a ration last night to get you through the day.
Yeah.
So
all of you,
4.
please stop making layers on this thing. I'm trying to write. So
you have 5 rations.
So you have 5. Rusty have 4. And OC used 1 on the dog. Tame the dog.
Nani? Oh yeah.
So you're now down to 3. So that's still 5 each. Oh no, so that's still 5, 10, 18 total, right?
I eat my rations.
I'm gonna give you an extra 4 for the deer, for the hunting for the day, and you'll have, because you'll helped get the extra supplies from the mill. There's also an extra 20. Right?
Is that counting the rations that they took from the party in the very beginning?
Yes.
Yes.
You didn't take a 3 weeks worth of rations from the party. It was you had a doggy bag of lunch.
Yeah, one of those paper bag type of lunch.
Unfortunately, we run into the issue where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of the refugees you've met. Plus our bandit friend to make 12. And I will say your 3's chocobos. Bring us up to 15. I'm going to make you responsible just so we're not having to like count individual people. You're responsible
what
for
about the dog?
The dog uses a small amount with uses a small amount with OC's chocobo. Enough to that we're not going to worry about that. And also because that makes me keep it a numerically easy 15, okay?
So what you're saying is there needs to be like a culling.
So you'll have enough rations for this group or who can count for me, just under 3 days.
Yeah, about that.
And it's a 10-day journey.
Oof.
See, we did need that deer.
Even with the deer, we don't have enough.
No, we need to hunt like savages. Not even a joke.
And what Watson's proposing is that you can either, and I'm gonna have you guys make this call now. In that every day, I'll have whoever decides to be in charge of it can either choose to organise searches through the nearby farmsteads or hunt and forage for food. And it will be a skill roll, and you'll get something from it. So, amongst yourself, which would you prioritise? Looting or foraging?
I vote looting.
Okay, the thing is that we need to think this, like, I don't know if it affects lore-wise, but right now we're still too near to the city to be able to find many animals.
Not only that, but even if we just did hunting, that's only meat. We need to find
Well, it's not
water.
just meat.
Well,
we
you're-
also forage.
Don't worry about water. You're following the road that runs along the River Chanta. You have a source of water, of river water.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
eat
that's
it.
also true.
So we can also get fish if we need to. And there's a
Yeah.
good chance we can forage around for berries.
That would be
And maybe herbs.
that's kind of like what I'm saying in terms of the time you'd spend foraging and hunting. You have the time to do one while still making a good pace with the caravan to make it in Az'Bestos within 10 days. If you spend longer than that looking for food, at that point you may as well just stop and set up camp and just live on the side of the road.
I say we should probably loot for this first
Yeah.
one.
For one, it's quicker.
Well, it technically would take the same amount of time, but there's also a possibility that we can find, like...
Yeah, it's going to take the same
extra-
amount of time regardless. You have enough time to do one
Yeah.
of these things every day.
Okay.
I say this
So-
first one, we try looting. I don't know what everyone
Alright.
else thinks.
I think looting
I-
too.
Actually, I wouldn't try looting because reason would suggest that either people are still living there and they need their food for themselves, or they took it with them.
Survival
Like,
of the
if they
fittest.
left just like us, yeah, like you couldn't loot the mill at this point because we took everything with us, which other people would have done also.
But they couldn't have taken
So-
everything.
Savi,
Yes.
at this point, are like wheat, vegetables, and stuff still growing? Or are they all been harvested already?
That would
That depends on the role.
that's what I've worked in with the role already. Like the fact
Okay.
that will account for your foraging if you find vegetables wild, if you're quote unquote finding vegetables on a farm. This would be what it would abstracted together as.
So we couldn't separate, like, half of us go to...
Not unless you want me to work out the entire agricultural system of this fantasy land. Based on the current season,
You know what?
it's
That would actually
outside
be
of the
kinda fun.
it's outside of the purview of what we're doing right now. We're not.
Okay.
We're playing D&D. Not. I'm afraid I'm not running a Stardew Valley roleplay right now.
Savi's like,
Aw.
nah, that's too much work.
Pretty much.
Let's try them foraging, and then if we get, to like necessary, we're gonna have to loot.
Uh,
Fine with me.
so we're saying foraging for today.
I mean, I already caught a deer, so.
You did catch a deer this morning. And what I'm going to say is that rather than being a specific scene, this each day will be kind of like spread across the day. We'll do one roll at the end of the day to see what you've managed to turn up as you've been like trundling along. So there's not a whole, there's not a whole lot happening on the road. Maybe you've taken a slight diversion through some trees. We're still within the sight of the road to see if you can spot anything, any game or wild fruit. or if you've been passing a nearby house, if you're deciding to loot, maybe you caught up. And we'll be doing that at the end of the day and seeing what the results are. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
The rest of the day goes by, and it's now evening. The sun's beginning to set again. You've made a decent pace for this first day. But the sun, it's getting dark now, and Grond, helps to pull the caravan to the side of the road. Turns around to you. You see him walking towards your group and goes, "I don't want to be traveling at night. Too uncertain. Don't want any of the horses throwing their legs. Who knows what the disaster's done to the road? I wouldn't risk it. It seems best to let these people rest and start again in the morning."
Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
He nods at you, Avernus, and goes, "Yeah, thanks. Listen, just do what you guys need to. We'll try and keep everyone together as best we can with the campfires. But I know a lot of the people here are feeling pretty good about having you around." And he kind of grins sheepishly and says, "Always was a good sign to have knights with you on a journey along these roads." And he kind of made himself feel sad a little bit, but yeah, he does have knights with him on the journey for this road, but considering the circumstances, not a great circumstance. And a little later on, he's got his campfire going, and he waves you all over. And he's sitting with some of the other refugees, Watson and Powell, Volis, your small group of people that you saved directly. You've all managed to kind of and also Garen McGarrington, who's still in the car. You all kind of managed to. They feel like they've made themselves a small group. And this is your group. And you overhear someone in the nearby talking. They say that you hear them say, "As bad as this was, this might actually be worse than the Red Knight." You hear some shocked whispers, and you look around, and you see almost an agreement on some of these people's faces. I want you to roll me a history checks.
Ooh.
Anyone, all of you, whoever.
Let's all do it together.
Together!
Yeah.
Teamwork!
I got a 7.
You did. Oh, you got an 8.
Yeah, but my history is -1.
Oh, rip.
Well, these aren't the greatest, but
Congratulations, none of you know his. No. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
The funny part is, D, how much? Before I say this, how much does everyone know about Ida's background?
not much.
Exactly.
He's a cat who got through because of us, and he enjoys eating others.
I won't say anything
I
then.
let y'all think.
I won't say anything. Ida, you as soon as they say Red Knight, you know exactly what they're on about. I mean, everyone else might as well, but I'm going to address this to you as the highest roller. Before the companion was in the sky, and this is very much the origin of that second sun. The city went through a very violent coup. The country itself, the province, whatever you want to call it. The then leader turned out to be a very malicious vampire who was transforming and brainwashing a lot of high-ranking members of the military and government to make himself de facto leader for life, for unlife. And the worst night of that was when Thaddeus Krieg, the leader of your order, rallied the knights together and the people and formed this big military coup of everyone who wasn't either a vampire thrall or wasn't high enough rank to have been, turned. And it was a particularly bloody night that is still talked about in history books. A lot of casualties, a lot of very hurt people. But in the end, when it felt like things were going their worst, there's, as far as you're concerned, you've only seen this in like paintings and things, but all these paintings show Thaddeus standing triumphantly and the story goes that when he led the counterattack, the companion appeared in the sky and burnt the vampires with its light. It was the middle of the night and things were looking bad, and suddenly it wasn't night anymore, it was day. And everyone rallied to this. And it went from the worst situation in the country's history to suddenly being the brightest spot of hope in memory. And the fact that these people are thinking, like, no, this is definitely worse than that, understandable. That led to a lot of dead people. This has led to your city going. And really, it kind of strikes you maybe that Galade's not had a happy history. A lot of things have gone wrong in the past 100 years. And this is really just the next one. But how do you feel about that? How does that make Ida feel?
Makes him feel hungry.
Ida has a one track.
I smacked you in the head.
It's not my fault.
Head empty.
Head empty.
Wow, really, the mistake here was on me addressing this to Ida. Really, this was my mistake. I should have known better than to address this to Ida. I'm sorry to everyone who had to listen to that. So Ida's aware of what happened, but I feel like maybe it feels separate to him. Like, this is something that previous generations remember. This is something from history that, yeah, it happened, but it doesn't feel like it directly affects Ida. Is that right?
Basically.
You need our help to get through. Did you need our help in history?
Sorry?
What?
Oh, we were talking about how, like, the only reason why Ida passed to become a member of the squad was because everyone was helping him.
Because like the only classes he took was history. This way you find out Ida was actually a jock and just got a sports scholarship.
Yo. Cat-like reflexes.
He's actually buff as fuck. He's playing a strength build.
He's super fucking buff, but because I'm always next to him, he looks small.
Yeah, you're just around to make him look weaker.
Goddamn.
No, but it's a strategy because they think you're weak, and then boom, you fuck him up.
No, for Ida, it's to humble him.
Okay, I'm gonna, as the day draws to a close, what we're gonna do is we're gonna deduct these rations off. So we've gone from 42 down to 37.
Yeah, 37.
And I'm gonna ask who's gonna take the lead on securing the rations today, because you were foraging. So what I'm going to ask for is one of you to do give me a roll of, let me find it. Survival check. Get the food, and then what we'll do is we'll roll to see how much you got.
Does anybody
I-
have like
Cool.
a modifier for survival?
I have a +3.
I only
Oh,
have a
there we go.
+1.
Mana's hunting.
Mana's hunt. Mana continues to lead the hunt. Let's see what Mana
No.
finds.
That plus
That's like
3
you.
survival.
I was like, you hunted that deer. You're fine.
I have +0 survival, so we don't want me to do it.
Oof.
If there's a history exam, you've got it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, if there's history, I got
Wow, it's almost like you shouldn't have used your reroll earlier. You find this part of the road is it's been pretty scarce for wildlife. You're finding that maybe a lot of the easy pickings have been taken by other travelers. And you don't really find a whole lot in terms of spare supplies. Pass out.
We're gonna starve.
Well, mate,
I mean, you should have hunted.
Let's resort to cannibalism.
See, eating the bandit, but also +0, I would have not done any better. So
You know what? How about you roll right now? Let's see what you would have gotten.
I just realized I forgot my +2 in history.
Nah. Eat a roll. Let's see what you would have gotten. It's higher than mine.
Wow. Dawn of the second day.
God damn. Only 8 more to go.
Your journey's going to continue on today, much as it has been for for yesterday. As the wagons make their way towards Az'Bestos in this long snaking train, you over breakfast you hear that prayer again from yesterday morning, as people pray that the companion comes back and pray for the companion's guidance as they would if it was there. And you get the impression no one's really stop and question maybe what happens when the thing you're praying to just isn't there. And you hear some whispers up and down the column, some worried whispers like, Krieg will save us. He saved us last time, and no, Krieg's dead. So is everyone else. Everyone's in the city's gone. And Walking the blacksmith comes over to you, Avernus, for a chat. Waves and goes, all right. Well, I know about Snake Boy. Make your friends. And what I'm going to do is... I'm wondering what the best time to do this is. Whether this would be a better time to do of the evening or of the morning. But I'm going to do this one now. And I'm going to give each of you a chance to kind of introduce your character a bit more. Where they came from, what others might know. How would you introduce yourself to a stranger with nothing better to do on this traveling trail than ask, tell me about yourself. Who would volunteer that information? Don't all jump at once. And he kind of Yep. I was gonna say he looks over to you, DN, and waits for you to.
My name is DN Joss. As you know, I'm also a member of the squad. I am the assassin rogue in this team. This is my Chocobo, Capon.
Yeah.
Capon is also as fast as me. So we usually work solo, unless it requires teamwork.
So you're from the city itself then? You're local?
Originally no. I was left at an orphanage at a faraway rural village. I doubt you've heard of it. Not many people know it exists.
Yeah, a lot of the smaller villages there. A lot of them don't even get names. People just put up sticks where they're needed, and then maybe they'll stay, maybe they don't. I know how it is.
So this village was destroyed in the war, so.
Yeah. As much as everyone gets along, the country's the occasional border. So was it the war itself that was it a war itself that If you mind me asking, that caused that, or?
As far as I know, it was one of the great wars back then.
They give me a
I
sad nod.
had to leave at a very young age.
Sad nod. Close his throat. Sorry for that.
No worries. I've come to terms with what happened.
Yeah. There's Scaly over there probably said, I was a soldier too. I've seen the kind of impact. You feel like, he kind of, you get the impression he wants to like offer anything, condolences or anything, but he really does not know what to say.
No worries about it. It's just life sometimes. We all must keep going. Time stops for no one.
Yeah, and as you're carrying on, see Fort Morn in the distance. This very, what's the word I'm looking for here? Unmaintained castle. And you see a small camp next to it. And just as Garen said, there's this circle of obelisks surrounding it, and none of the camp are, there's nothing past the inside of this circle. And as you're pulling, Walken kind of like is still talking to you, Deanne, and he goes, "Well, I was from further east, actually. From what I can gather, that Volis lady, it's maybe from Throne too. It's a small city, another small province. Figured I'd come out here and give soldiering a try."
It's been a long time since I remember the name of the village. But I did have a name.
And he kind of like tells you a bit more about himself. He explains like he came a soldier, but his heart was never in it. So I guess I gave up with the soldiering point. I was always better at maintaining the rest of the squad's gear. I was using it. And you have this nice conversation with him, chatting about your past, your life. You get the impression he just wanted something to do past the journey. There's a lot of walking involved, as you can imagine, with the caravan travel, and helps to just talk to someone. You can see that he feels kind of better for having done it. And as you guys pull into Fort Morning Lord, Fort Morn, you see a rider approach you, and he beelines towards you guys, the knights, almost directly, and he holds up his arm to salute. He goes, "Hey, you're the knights, right? You guys in charge here?"
I gave a salute back, and I answered, "Not exactly in charge, but we are working with them to assure the safety of everyone." May I ask where you guys came from?
He kind of like looks up and down your trail and goes, "Yeah, we're a garrison." Like he just points back to his, and you see a small amount of military tents in amongst it. He goes, "We were on patrol around here as the garrison, and then it happened. The sound of it, we had people flooding in, saying the city is gone. He goes, sorry. He rubs down his hands to clean them, and gives you a proper like sitting salute, straight back on the back of his horse, and goes, I assume you outrank me. I'm Star Edelgard. I'm not a knight. I'm just in the regular military, the reserves. I heard the companion exploded. That's what my last intel has been telling me. He kind of gestures to some of the refugees that have settled around his small garrison camp. He goes, I say intel. I mean, word of mouth, ma'am. And what's happening? And he's kind of like looking at you, Dien, as if, he seems to be assuming that you outrank him. He's looking for direction here. He's giving all four of you that look, in fact. Like, he called himself Star Edelgard, which, of the reserve military is probably around captain. He would lead the patrol, but he seems shaken. He doesn't know what's happening. He wants to know.
It's okay to be at ease with us. The four of us are former knights of Gulade. We were out on a mission with our commander when all this occurred. As far as we know, it no longer exists.
What do you mean?
It disappeared.
Exist?
It disappeared within a flash, as something rained down from the sky.
You mean Gulade really is gone?
Sadly, yes. It's all gone. These people are what little survivors we could find. We're not sure if there are more out there.
Kind of like slumps, and you can see like a lot of the wind's been taken out of him. Like, I was hoping the civvies were lying or exaggerating.
Probably not.
He's gone quite like he's gone pale. Like, he wasn't expecting you to confirm that. He was hoping you goes, haha, silly civvies reckoning the city's disappeared, and you just turned around and told him, no, it's gone. And he realized it's not a joke. He goes, oh. Listen, I don't know what we can do to help. Sounds like a lot of these refugees are hoping a boat will come by soon. I mean, we get, trade boats coming down now and then from Blade to Az'Bestos and back again to Throne. If there's anything we can do to help, let me know. And he like kind of like smacks his head a little bit and goes, oh, he points back to the camp, like to the outskirts of it, and goes, some more knights were over there too. Don't know if you want to touch on with them or what have you. I'm sure they want to hear what's going on as well. It might take a bit better coming from you than from me.
Alright, thank you. Your help is very much appreciated.
He gives you another salute and looks all of you and goes, shit. I don't know. And then he like stiffens up and goes, sorry, language, and rides off. Back to his little camp. And I'm going to say that here at Fort Morn, just as he promised, you'll be able to secure some rations. Where did the car pick someone from? Shit, I'm sorry, hang on. That's You're outside good. My door. Let's take a small edited break while we wait for the car to stop.
Someone over there is angry.
Yeah, that's just my street. This is why I have so much noise cancelling and stuff and filtering normally on OBS setup, which unfortunately doesn't get picked up with Discord.
Ooh, good point.
So
it's
yeah,
fun at stream. It's just not fun at Discord.
Yeah, the problem is it's a one-way street, and everyone thinks honking will get them out of it faster.
Well, that totally works.
Stab him.
Particularly honking out Also, I'm pretty sure a lot of them do just communicate while they're doing it, because you'll hear one in the distance doing a tune, and then you'll hear a sound of response, just like that. So I hear someone else continuing the tune down the road, faintly.
God
Well, let's
damn.
make a song out of this. Post it on TikTok.
Yeah, they just communicate. The herd communicates with itself with distant herds. I think they're done. Then I do take a sip so I don't jinx myself. And wait a second.
Just hear Carpy out of nowhere.
Yes, hello, Serial Knight. Thank you for the follow.
That reminds me.
Everyone else take care of yourself too. Thank you, D. And I'm going to say that as Start Edelgard promised, you feel like a lot of the other survivors, they have supplies, and you find that a lot of them are willing to sell you some rations, but they will be more expensive. They will probably be asking for more money for them than you expect. And in fact, table. Type. Sorry, just trying to... Okay. And then they're selling each 1 day's worth of ration is going to be a gold piece. Which is, you know, they're clearly scalping at this point, and hoping for the best. And you know, it's not great behavior, but it's what they're doing. So if you decide you want to spend some money to get extra rations here, you're more than welcome to. But other than that, there's also then the other knights that Edelgard pointed out to you on the far side of the camp. And you see about 5 of them milling around this with their chocobo.
Okay, so Ida doesn't go to buy food. Don't trust him.
What? You know what? Valid.
Ida, where's all the
Because I would
food?
deny it.
We sent you with all our money to get food. Where is it? He goes, it was delicious.
It was delicious. Thanks, guys.
Wait, so how much gold do we have in total?
I mean, that's on you guys. How much do you have?
31 GP. According to the storage stock.
Is that just like...
That's between you.
Yeah, that's combined gold.
Yeah.
31 GP.
I know.
Bible Ida?
I know Az'Bestos gave a gold piece to the young girl who you found on the trek into the forest on the day one. Way back when. Back when you had a home to return to. Also, Plantier has vanished.
Oh no, our healer.
Yeah. All I've written on that storage document is very loose stuff. You guys are in charge of that. So please, note things down as you get it, as you share it around. Other than the combined amount of gold, I'm not gonna be listing all your specific combined torches and stuff. If you want to put that information down to share it out, you're welcome to. All I'm really gonna be doing onto it, unless you want me to, is just putting on like references for magic items you like that. Yeah, if you've got 31 gold with you, you're welcome to spend some of that now on rations. You are down to 37 rations to get you through the next 9 days. And then there's also those knights. What do you want? Do you want to talk to the knights? Do you want to move on? It's up to you. Buy some food.
Let's wait for Planeta to come back before we decide.
Okay.
Wait, are we able to like go in 2 different groups?
Oh yeah.
Or do we just choose
This is just,
one?
no. You can do whatever. This is just me just saying like he currently. This is the things available to you. The way I'm going to be doing these first like couple of days is there might be a scene or two, and I'm just, rather than like walking you through the entire day of travel, I'm just highlighting the thing. And currently, that what's happening is that you're at Fort Morn, and this is what's in front of you. It's up to you whether you interact with it and move on, or just move on. I'm giving you a play box of sand, and you can choose to make.
Okay, so surefire fact, Ida does not go to buy food.
Yeah, Ida's
We
banned.
only have 31 gold. Or 30.
Right? Die screen off so I can change screen. I'll message Monkey. Asking if okay. Hmm. Also, I appreciate the little wagon diagram you'll keeping going. That's adorable.
Are those 2 chocobos?
Yes.
That's so cute!
I love it.
Welcome back, Plantia.
Welcome back, Plantia.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
So yeah, Plantia, now that you're back, what do you all want to do? Do you want to go see the knights? Do you want to buy some food? Do you want to leave? Carry on down the road?
No, I won't leave. I'm gonna buy some food.
So we have a shared amount of 31 gold.
It's not necessarily shared. You had gold each of you, but this is just the combined amount.
Wait, how much gold do we each have?
I believe you started off with. Let me double check.
Let me see.
You would have all started off with the same amount of
inventory.
9 gold, and then
Okay.
OC gave a gold piece to Gracelyn. Or she violently died in fire.
I forgot to put GP next to it.
Okay.
So recorded as copper.
No. I'll be real with you. I just do not bother with copper and silver. I will standardize all gold to gold because I don't have the patience to sit and count out individual pennies.
Not only that, but like, what's the point?
Yeah, like no one ever uses them, and most of what you use it for is very fucking negligible.
So how much ration do you think we should need? Since
Well, it's
Cynthia's
a
gonna go
10-day
buy it.
journey. We're using 15 a day, so we need 150.
But more things might happen, and you will have opportunities to scavenge every day. Don't forget. It depends how much you think you're gonna want and need.
So we have enough for about 2 full days. That leaves us with 7 rations left over. Just enough for half a day. What do you guys think? Because we have 31 gold combined. So that's about 2 days worth of rations if we want to. Or we can buy 1 day's worth of ration and then see how things go from there.
That's fair.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me too.
Right. So who's gonna end up with the only gold coin left?
Who needs
You all are going big on this ration buying then.
And we can all roll to see who has their remaining gold piece.
You can just decide among yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say whoever just really likes shiny stuff.
Apparently, Plantier gets the goal.
I get the gold.
God damn.
Oh, we're rolling? There's
One.
Okay, Patia gets it.
Oh yep, Antia gets it.
I guess.
I see you still with us, buddy. You're not muted yourself.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been muted for like 20 minutes, and I forgot that I had it muted.
Jesus, I hope you haven't been trying to talk to us, buddy.
I've been talking a lot of things, and I thought you guys were hearing, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I was wondering why you
No,
were
no.
so quiet.
Don't be. I'm the dumb one in this situation.
Ooh.
You purchase a lot of rations, and Watson comes over with a clipboard, and she haggles down how she can, to try and help with it. And what I'm going to say is that rather than 30, she managed to drive up a bargain and trades a few of the things off the caravan. Some of the tools that you managed to get from Walken's supply. And she actually manages to get you up to... Find my pen. If I was set to draw... 70 rations.
Jesus.
So you've gone from 37 to 70. So she managed to get you an extra 10 rations worth out of it. And there was a lot of it's very rapid back and forth between herself and each of these people that you were negotiating with. And you get the impression that she was in charge of this mill for a reason.
Yeah, she's good at traits and stuff.
She was there ready with scales and was almost down to counting each grain of grain. But in the end, she gives you this she turns around to you all with this fairly self-satisfied smile and goes, "Yeah, and that's how you do it."
Oh God, she's too powerful.
It's just that simple. That's how you do it.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
You get the impression she almost had fun with that.
It does sound like it.
Yeah, and you've gotten some extra supplies out of it. You see all different tabs open. Oh. You see the other Howrides, the other Knights of Gallade, nearby, and they wave to you. And one with an officer's stripes approaches. Not much higher rank than you. Definitely not a higher rank than Rhea. And she seems quite young. New to the post.
I'm still gonna salute out of politeness and respect.
She salutes back.
Yeah.
And goes, yeah. She goes, afternoon. We've heard about what happened to Gallade. From the refugees. It's gone, right?
Yeah.
Did we ever take a good look?
You saw the giant crater. You're pretty sure it's not just hidden behind a bush.
But there was nothing in the crater, like.
The crater was
We never
empty.
checked the crater.
The crater was
No, because
kind
we
of
tried to loot
scorched.
it, but then Savi said that there was just
It's
nothing but rubble.
yeah, like there is nothing in there. It was a big. It was like a bomb had gone off. You know, lots of rubble, very unstable. One of the closer bits of the river had kind of like sloshed over the side and flooded the very bottom of it, where the sewers would have been. It's not good. There was nothing left of that city.
Fuck the bathhouse.
That's fun.
What?
But yeah, she kind of looks a bit taken back for a second, and then shakes herself off and goes, "Well, I'm I think of a rank. Captain Sergeant Catcher Storms. I was gonna. We were gonna go back to the city to see what we could find and check for more people. Looks like you have your caravan here. So is there anything you need from us? Anything we can do to help you before we carry on?"
I would say
Could-
rations, but I think they need them more than us.
They may well need some.
Could one of them maybe ride ahead to or what's it called to Az'Bestos and maybe get somebody with rations to come towards us so that maybe we like like a supply ship kind of.
Well, I guess they're going to require money, and we only have 1 gold left.
They would still have to like try and organize that. Yeah. She says, "I could. We certainly could try that. However, by the sound of it, there's already a lot of refugees are going to be flooding into Az'Bestos. There are groups
Yeah.
ahead of you guys. I think they might have their hands.
Where are you and your group headed?
We're going back to Gulade. You want to make sure there's no one else around that help. Make sure there's no late stragglers approaching from Throne. And just see what we can find."
Yeah, some
You-
people also started looting stuff and they became bandits, so maybe look out for that.
She kind of nods at that to you and says, "Thank you for the information, ma'am. Keep that in mind."
I would also recommend being careful in the forest near Gallade. We were there for a mission, and let's say there was an event that occurred we were not looking forward to, with necromancers.
Romances. Alright.
We're not sure if more still exists in there, but do be careful.
I'll make sure my men are aware. And we'll keep our eyes out. And she just kind of like, "Are we it?" Looks at you all again and goes, "Are we it? Are we the only ones left of the knights?"
Absolutely.
Our commander is running around somewhere. We're not too sure where she went. She took a necromancer we had arrested with her and headed off somewhere.
She gives you this kind of like very wry smile and goes, "Well, at least there's still the command structure. Got it. As long as someone's there to give us orders, right?"
Yes. I'm sure other groups have been sent out for missions. I'm sure they're still alive somewhere.
Yeah, but wouldn't they just be like us, just lost as well? Like, there's none of the ones in charge are left. What do we do?
I grab her from the shoulders, and I show her how I'm taking like a deep breath, so she follows.
She inhales with you, and then she exhales.
Then pat.
Thanks, sir. I guess I kind of needed that. And she gives you this very shaky salute again and goes, I'm going to go back to my men. I'm going to let them know what you said. Good luck out there, okay?
You as well. Make sure to stay safe.
Thank you.
Remember, even though not many of the commanders are left, we are still alive. It's up to us now to ensure everyone makes it out, or as many as we can.
And you can see her kind of like straighten up at that when you say that. Like her chest, she puffs her chest out a bit more. She looks like she looks like she's feeling more confident, or just from that. And she gives you a much more confident salute and goes, "We are knights. You're right. This is what we do." And she goes back to her men, and you can see her already like shouting orders and getting them ready to go. And she feels again like she visibly looks more confident in how she's interacted with them now, and you get the impression that's going to rub off on them as well.
That's good. Wait, where's Ida?
Where is Ida? What are you doing?
What? I was not eating ration.
Who left him alone with the food?
God damn it!
This is
No, This is why has the food.
This is why Watson's calculations are off at the start. You did have enough to get there for 10 days, then Ida happened.
What? I did nothing.
Here, my Ida.
Oh my god.
You all are back in the.
All our travelers still with us. Did Ida eat someone?
You make sure to do a head count and like a roster at the end before you leave again. And even Garen McGarrington is like, I'm still here.
That's good enough.
I feel like we've been doing a random roll. Just Ida by himself. Just to Savi. To see if someone's missing.
I just do a D12 roll, and that's who gets eaten today. Every day that you don't have rations, I'm going to do a D12 roll or something, and then someone will disappear from the caravan, and you'll have rations for the day.
Sounds good.
Oh my god.
You throw it, the first one is Ida. Huh.
Yeah.
But also,
yeah. Actually, we'll make it D20, we'll include you guys in it.
Yeah, so hear me out. With that strategy, we eat one of the travelers, we get rations, plus we need one less ration. Profit.
Alternatively, we get rid of you, and we need about 30 less ration.
Yeah.
Okay, well, hold the phone.
Like, wait a second, this isn't going in my favor. I don't like this plan.
I don't like this anymore.
You travel on much further. You also get the impression that that map that Garen gave you is very out of scale, given like where he drew the fort on. And as you hitch camp for the night, you are just starting setting up the camp. You know, the horses are just now being let off the yokes. Is that the word for it with wagons?
Yeah.
And someone shouts, and you hear them pointing. You see them pointing, and it seems that there's a rider coming down the road towards you, direction of Az'Bestos. Coming at a very fast pace. What do you want to do?
Are they coming down like an aggressive fast pace or like a panic fast pace?
They are just coming fast. They are belting this horse down at a rapid pace.
I would say we should keep our guard up. Start like taking positions to defend just in case.
Yeah.
How low can I whistle?
Oh, how low can you whistle?
I don't know.
Well, what's your intent on doing this?
Oh, I'm assuming since he's running really fast, he probably doesn't notice us.
I'm imagining you all aren't hard to spot, given you are a multi-wagon caravan in the middle of the road.
That's true. Well, I guess it's to like notify him we see him.
Okay,
I guess.
you just kind of like acknowledging his presence and seeing what happens next.
Can we just like shout out to him like "Tally ho, dear traveler"?
But it's like
What do you
he's
seek?
probably really far away. They probably won't hear us.
Getting closer.
Hmm.
As this rider approaches, I'm gonna. It sounds like you're having a guarded but friendly stance on this. You're not gonna shoot on sight.
Not yet.
No, it is garden.
And see that this horse is being ridden like to exhaustion, and clinging onto its back is this woman with ba 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 ba.
I'm loving it.
She's heavily pregnant, about 6 or 7 months. She's
Oh,
dressed in
boy.
like religious garb, like this veil around her head. She's got a rosary hanging from her neck. And she looks terrified.
Well, we obviously have to help her.
And she also looks exhausted, like she's been riding all night. And as she approaches you, she looks in a panic from each of you. Goes, "Please help me, please. My husband. He I don't know where he. Please." And she could barely get her words out.
Wait, is the horse still running or did it stop?
She's pulled it to a. It's come to a stop. She's realised like she's seen you. She sees that you are knights and you are other people, and you're not an immediate threat to her. And she's here, just stopped, begging for help. Back at this horse.
Okay, guide us.
And she's in a panic.
I'm going. I don't know you guys, but I'm going.
Was that like I think 2 should go, 2 should stay.
Just in case it's some kind of a trap.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go with D.
But I could heal him if he's.
Yeah.
I can also heal him.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 1 healing in emergency cases.
Yeah, because Avernus just have his mimic spells.
You're stealing my stuff?
Yeah, pretty much.
And these.
Yeah,
Well, they're
stole
doing
my
that.
shit from the get-go.
I'm gonna give the horse some water.
So who's going and who's staying?
I'm going.
You're going. What spell slots did you have? What spells did you have prepared? I forgot to check.
I have prepared the Arms of Hadar and the Cure Light Wounds.
All right. Those are usually you go to by the sound of it anyway. So I'm going to question it.
Yep.
So Avernus is going. Who else is going?
I'll go.
Ida, I
I'll
thought.
go.
Ida.
I'll go.
Okay.
They don't trust me to stay with them anyway. I'll eat them.
I was gonna say, like, since we don't know the situation, more than 1 healing spell might be needed.
This is also
So Avernus and Cynthia go, and I'll just keep the.
Okay,
I'll keep Ida in line with Capon.
Wow.
Let's go.
Unless
Wait, where's your chocobo at?
this woman introduced her. My name's Alessa. I was traveling with Fessel to come to Gallade, and we were attacked by these road figures. They jumped out at us, and I think they grabbed Fessel and dragged him from his horse, and he told me to go on ahead, and I just ran. I'm please help him. And she looks exhausted, and she points down the road in the direction that they came from. Presumably, is she going to be staying behind with the caravan?
Yeah, she's gonna stay.
Yeah, she's in no condition to be running all the way back there.
Yeah, I'm guessing you help her down and see to her, and she Antia and Diane, she looks at you both and goes, "Thank you so much. What are your names?"
I'm Diane. The snake is Avernus. The kitty, obviously, is Ida, the very naughty one. And then we have Cynthia, a lovely healer.
And as she's settling with, you're seeing to her, you're getting her some water, calming her down. She looks exhausted. Running into the night on horseback probably wasn't the best thing for her. She's welcomed pretty happily into the camp with everyone else fussing over her. Everyone in the group making sure she's okay. She's got some food and water. Ida and Abydos, as you ride and slither off into the night.
No, Abydos and Cynthia.
No.
Abydos and Cynthia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We changed.
Okay, I'm just
yeah.
gonna
This is
clone
the first time
myself,
I'm
and then
not
gonna be in both
strangling
places.
D.
You didn't clone yourself?
Maybe.
One day.
Hello? Wow.
Abydos and Cynthia, as you ride off into the night, you linger back long enough to hear about these rogue figures, I assume, attacking and getting information from her.
Yeah.
Could one of you give me a survival check, please?
A what? Sorry?
Some kind of survival check or something to keep an eye out for anything that's gone on down this road.
Can I use nature?
Sure. You know what? No, I will say no to the nature because you're not looking for trees and things. This is something a bit more specific.
Well, is it inside the forest?
It's not in the forest. It's just along the, this road that, from what you've heard, an ambush had occurred. Someone had attacked a horse rider, maybe.
Investigation?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, that's 17.
And Cynthia, do you want to do yours?
Sure. I thought only.
You can both do one if you want.
Yeah, it's one of those just in case you might get a 20 again.
I mean, you don't even know if 17 is good enough.
Yeah.
Nope.
You see a horse wandering around in the distance. There's no rider on it. It's just kind of like pacing back and forth and shaking itself, like that thing horses do. And there's no rider on its back.
Okay.
Can I talk to the
not
horse?
You can,
you?
I believe.
I can talk to the horse. Let me talk to the horse and
Oh wait, you can, yeah.
Yes, I can.
Oh wow, huh? Never thought this was interesting. Okay.
That's a once per day ability. It's not even a spell, I think.
No,
Okay.
it is a 1 per day, I think.
Yeah. It's just something you can do as a Furbolg, I believe.
Yep.
Cynthia, you approach this horse. What do you say to it? What do you talk to the horse?
Hi, Horsey. We are here to help. Are you okay? Did you have a rider? If so, where are they? We would like to help. Please just point in the direction or point where you're hurt so we can help you.
The horse kind of like stamps its hooves and you hear you get this vibe of talk back from him, of like, hang on, does your ability let them reply, or I can't remember?
They can reply if they want.
Okay.
It's like talking. It's like talk with plants.
Okay. I can never remember how it works, so I'm just gonna say yes, it can to make my job easier. It replies to you and says, "Bad men, bad men,
Batman.
bad people, bad people."
Oh.
And he kind of like snorts and flicks his head a little ways off the road and goes, that way, that way.
Okay, just to be clear and transparent, I have no special ability to understand them in return.
Well, then
Huh.
ignore what I just said and just know that I said flicks his head and goes that way in a direction. I don't know.
He does the.
I'm gonna say if you are able to if now narratively it's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I can only cast it once a day though, because it doesn't specify.
Oh, if it
Okay.
doesn't specify, then you can use it whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's flicking its head in a direction.
I mean, I can just, talk another sentence and because she warned us that there were like road figures or something ahead.
Yeah, there was some kind of bad men here, so I'm not really told you anything you wouldn't have already known.
Yeah, I mean, I can ask, like, are there still bad people around that hurt you or your rider?
It shakes its head. From side to side.
Let's go to where they were pointing.
Yeah, just, we'll take the horse with us. It can lead us. Unless, I can ask, like, are you afraid? Is this fine? Can you show us the way?
He does the.
You go up that way. You indicate. See a. Yeah, I wasn't even going to address that horrible impression you did. Sorry. You see
How dare you?
Body strung up from a tree. He's been tied with a noose around his neck. His chest is exposed and covered in this bloody carving of a curled horn. And his weapons and armor are gone.
So we can suppose he's dead.
I immediately cut him down and try to do CPR or whatever, a medicine check.
Okay. Give me. Well, I'm not going to make you do a medicine check. This guy is dead. His throat's been cut. There's a lot of blood. He's been hung. He's probably been here for at least a short while.
Jesus Christ.
He's not getting up again.
R.I.P.
Can I mend?
Can you what?
Can I mend him back together? Like,
but if you want to, if you want to do a roll though to investigate the body, I will let you investigate and see what you find on him.
Like, just so that he doesn't look as gruesome, because I want to take him back to his wife, and I don't want her to see that, especially if she's pregnant. It's gonna be hard enough on her.
Okay. Give me a roll to, well, what are you doing now? Are you just trying to clean him up, because you wouldn't need to roll that, or are you going to investigate, like, the scene and see what you can...
Both. Like, while I'm cleaning up, I'm gonna look at the wounds and be like, oh, it's been done with a dagger or whatever, and oh, that's the sign of the dark one.
Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah, first of all, what's the sign? Like, do we recognize it?
I will say, give me a religion check for that sign.
Oof.
I'm pretty sure it still comes down to Cynthia.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have good religion.
What I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, just do me, some kind of religion or...
History?
Well, either way, that's a 3, so fuck it. Some sort of combine. I will tell you what.
Actually, no. I'm gonna write on my sketchbook, on my tattoo sketchbook.
Okay, you're welcome to.
And then I'm gonna ask Ida.
Am I taking that 3 as a general investigation roll for this whole thing? Plan? Yeah.
Oof, let me
No, that was just religion. I'm gonna do an investigation now.
Let's see.
The symbol is a horn shape. as you examine the body, what's that for, Rosie?
That was also investigation to see.
Um, as you investigate the body, I misspoke. It seems like even though there's a lot of blood everywhere, his throat wasn't actually cut. The cuts were down his forearms, from wrist to elbow.
Yeah.
He has a number of smaller defensive wounds on him. Clearly tried to defend himself, but what killed him seems to have been that rope. He's got that big horn shape carved into his torso. Like a curled horn. And looking around the area, you can see that riding for Az'Bestos Glade, there was 2 sets of horse tracks, which you can imagine would come from himself and less horses. And then at some point down this road, 3 more horses joined and seemingly ambushed him or leaving. All of this seems to happen very quickly. A lot of the ground around is churned up from all the different horses running around, and the tree has a massive amount of around it, and there's 3 sets of boot prints. 3 sets of boot prints, rather, in the mud.
How long ago, could this have been?
Probably no more than an hour, given the time for us to get to you and then you to get back there. But if you decide to go chasing them, you're going to be trying to chase down 3 unknown people on a refugee road in the dark, and leaving any kind of and leaving your support behind. I will say that for you. So you're taking.
Now we'll have to.
So did Cynthia say that she was taking the body back to? So.
Yes, but I want to mend it before that.
I want to clean it up a little bit and make it a bit more.
Doesn't look as gnarly.
Yeah. You do that. I'll say I'm happy for you to do that. You close the shirt up so that you can't see the carvings under it. Pull his sleeves down. And just kind of get rid of a lot of the blood and hide a lot of it. Maybe some bandages might have. And you carry this body back, and as you return to camp, you see Alessa just kind of sinking on herself. She can see how you're holding him, how you're bringing him back, and just starts crying. She knows she didn't have any illusions to begin with, but seeing this, you feel has broken, and she's inconsolable. And see Watson nearby to kind of and name not Volus, Vasha, kind of patting her on the back and lead her away out of sight. See back, and Ron comes over and says, "Well, I guess that explains what happened to him. Good job bringing him back. Did you get the guys who did it, or?"
No, they were already gone, and we don't want to leave you guys alone in the dark. We need to be extra careful and put up a sleeping schedule so that somebody always takes watch. I don't want this to happen to anybody else.
As you're saying this, Wilhelm comes over and goes, "Oh my, it's fortunate. Are we in danger here? Are we?
No,
at risk?
no one here is in danger.
So I think with us, there's definitely safety in numbers. It couldn't have been more than 3 people, and we're 4 knights, so if they should come, there should be a piece of cake, but I really don't think they will, because we're just such a large number. We should just always be careful, have a buddy system going, and make sure that everybody stays with the group.
he kind of gives a nod and goes, "Yeah, of course. I have every faith in you to protect us." And you even now you see him writing in his journal. He's been writing everything that's happened these 2 days into this little book. He's been keeping a very tight
Journal.
record of everything. So no doubt he's putting this in there as well. You're not really sure what he's going to be doing with it. You know he's an author. Maybe one day he'll make a best-selling book out of this. Who knows?
Maybe he'll make an RPG game. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows? What are you going to do with the body? Are you going to be burying it? Are you going to, cremate it? Are you going to bring it with you?
That's the decision of the wife.
Okay. What I'm going to say is, for now, she's not in a state to make any choice. So I'll say that. I don't know. Bolis comes over, the woman that you met at the Smiths, and goes, maybe we keep him with us then until she's in a state to let go of him, I guess.
As long as we have the capacity to take him with us, I think that would be a good idea, because if we bury him here, and she won't be able to come back in a long time to grieve for him and have like a place to honor him and show their child. So taking him back to where she is going to live and bury him there seems to be like the kind thing to do, as long as we can do it without endangering anybody else who's here.
Kind of wrinkles her nose a little bit and goes, "Yeah, isn't it going to stink after a bit though?"
Yeah, someone would need to know how to embalm to be able to like avoid odors and infection.
There's also the rotting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not my worry. Like, it's a dead body. There could be diseases that's carried down throughout the
burning
days.
him.
As you're discussing this, Ron suggests wrapping it in one of the big sheets that the Cavendish has for the tents that's going spare, at least for now, and see what she wants doing with it in the morning.
We'll do that.
Sure.
Yep.
Keep it away from the camp for now, and just.
I will guard the dead body. Just make sure Ida doesn't get to it.
What?
Yeah.
We suddenly have more rations.
Why is it that all of these strategies revolve around don't leave Ida alone with them?
Why do you think?
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Do you want to give me that? Okay. So, as we're at the end of the night, how did you all focus on getting supplies today? Did you focus on looting or scavenging?
Let's try scavenge again, I guess.
Okay. Give me another.
Nature. You said it was okay.
Yeah, nature or survival or investigation.
Wait, is it just one person hunting or is it multiple?
I'm just having one of you in charge. I'm just having one of you in charge of it.
Okay.
Give me a survival
you do it
check.
because you do have +3 on survival.
I got a +4. I got a 4 last check.
Do it then.
Okay, but it's RNG. What are the odds that you'll get one again?
Yeah, but if you get 1, at least you get a 5. If I get 1, I get a 3. And also, there's no critical failures in checks.
Oh, it's a 7.
Wow.
Damn.
You once again turn up nothing.
Can I use my reroll on her?
No.
But it would be actually a 10, right? Or did she already?
No, that's
Yeah,
that's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, sad.
Does Capcom give a bonus?
Right not.
See, this
Damn.
is why you don't use your rerolls so early.
We needed that deer.
You've managed to turn up
now.
no food again today, but it's fine because I mean, you bought some from the camp. It's working out. You know, at least you have rations to spare, and lesser with you. That 5 has become a 6.
I am impressed that you turned that 5 into a 6, literally.
Yeah, aren't I skillful? So now we're down to 54 54 rations.
You still have another couple days worth.
Yeah, at least another 2 days.
That's hard.
A fun fact: there was actually a game on Steam called the Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. Yeah, I've got it. I played it on stream before.
Oregon Trail.
I'm pretty sure I made you guys in it, and Nexus died within seconds.
Yep.
I don't think I was there for it.
I should play that again. That's fun.
Yay!
We're down to 54 rations of. End of the second day, beginning of the third morning.
Oh.
Oh. The hits don't stop coming. At 7 o'clock. How's everyone feeling for time?
I'm okay.
I'm good. I'm just eating.
Antia?
I think she's getting tired.
Yeah.
That's okay. I will say that if we want to wrap up here, we can. The first day or two is probably gonna be the longest because we have multiple things going on. We can roll this into another session.
Okay.
If you're not feeling up to, because it is getting quite late your end. It's 9 o'clock. Nearly.
Yeah.
And you've had to.
We're on day 3.
Sorry.
Oh, where?
You said we were on day 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finished day 1 and 2. We're on day 3 now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. And Plantier is ahead of me, so she is about, I believe, about 8 or 9 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But
we have been going
how
on
late
for.
Is it for you?
It's only 7 here.
Oh.
I was thinking of you.
It's about considering 1 here.
Especially considering, you know, you've had a full day before this doing stuff as well, unlike me.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. I just took a nap.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
No
You're
worries.
fine. No, I'm trying to be considerate of you. Don't worry. Do you
This
want to?
is so embarrassing. Please, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I want to make sure this is as comfy for you as possible.
I mean,
everyone.
3 hours for a session. That wasn't that
3
bad.
hours is kind of like what bearing in mind the last 2 we've done have been extra long. 3 hours for a session is kind of what I would rather be aiming towards.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
I'm actually doing a 12-hour session tomorrow with some friends.
Christ.
Yeah, but
You should get enough sleep.
12 hours?
Yeah.
listen, we did those back in the day when I was a young man, and there's a
Now
reason
it's
I
all
don't do
crunchy
them
back.
anymore. Now it's all crunchy and
We're
old.
doing it like in real life. We're gathering to play.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
that's
we
a
used to
little-
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Reserve a day for it.
So I can bully you.
I don't think we could stream it because I don't think we're gonna
They do not keep it TOS.
No, not at all. No.
It's mostly OC just going. OC plays they all play the bards, and OC is the most bard of bard.
No, in this one actually I am playing a bard, but
Well, actually, I am playing a bard, but fuck
wait,
you.
but unlike in this campaign, everyone is either a king or a queen. There are in total about 15 of us, and we have a
Oh
count.
god.
All
No, playing with them, it's only 8, but the total of rulers are 15.
most
Yeah,
of
yeah,
my
the thing is that- Yeah, but we each one of us is owner of an element, and so I am my element is minerals, so crystals and shit like that, but I am a bard, so it's so fucking funny because I'm literally Ningguang from Genshin Impact.
Oof.
Yeah.
Uh,
And if you don't know Genshin, I'll send you a picture in a second.
yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap up. End of day 2, beginning of day 3.
Yeah, it was good.
You've just found a
body.
a dead body.
Dun dun dun.
You're
Has been
facing down the lingering supplies, hoping you can find more down the road. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
Because now I can actually like see, and you can do your stuff. Days.
Thank
for
you. Same.
everyone that swung by to
Thanks
listen
for
on us
DMing,
today.
Sabi.
Oh,
Wait, what's going on?
we're ending.
Oh, wait, are we gonna heal the bandit?
I ate it.
No, you did not eat a bandit.
No,
I
you
hit
have
him
not,
with
because we-
mail.
Garrett
We
Garrington is still
have
with
16
you.
people. Yeah.
He's still alive.
Bandit O's.
Bandit oath. Okay,
Bandit
that's funny.
O's.
Bandit O's. So much
That's
cereal.
actually hilarious.
We need a bandit in order to make it there in 10 days.
Okay, but he don't need his legs. They don't work.
That
Oh, fuck.
Stop trying to eat the bandit!
is fucked.
Ah.
Also, you see now, Plantia, why I chose to call this guy Garen McGarrington?
What?
So that you
So
would,
that I care for him.
so that you would stop Ida from killing and eating him.
I
You
would have done that regardless.
you would be
but
more
no, I feel
personally
bad that I
invested.
didn't use my
Wait.
healing thing on him.
You were more
I thought the
personally
reason
invested.
why is because his name was on top of the list.
That too. It's happy accident. This way, I can like make it sound like it was intended.
What about Dragon Goblin?
Oh, that's on the list. I have an actual list of names that people have been
Oh,
submitting.
okay.
I'm just working my way down.
Dragon
gonna get, like,
Goblin,
a-
the big one.
You're gonna get like 1,000 names on the list.
Well, we have what do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 names, not including the ones that have been submitted today that I'm going to take stock of after the stream and write down.
Did you added the glasses of visualization that I sent you?
I'm not going to
On
speak
Twitter?
about the magic item list because that's a surprise for later.
Wow.
Not something you'll
It is
need
the
right
best
now.
magic item. It lets you see through them.
It does. Oh, still not as good as the fungus stick
Yeah.
God.
or the 10-foot pole.
What about the disco stick?
No, the magical 10-foot stick is just a 10-foot long stick. But you call it a magic item because it can help you move something at 10-foot distance or feet away.
Oh wow, that's
Is his
actually
ward is it temporarily out of stock? What?
Oh yeah, I set up a limit so people don't spam names.
Oh,
Have fun with that.
So I just rolled my first attack for the next time we do damage. That's 15.
Good for you.
Yes. Oh, I want to show you guys a die that I found that it's so weird, but I would love to use it, even though it's kind of broken.
Is it all 20s?
No, the side says 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and 64.
Oh yeah, it's just mathematical regression dice. I mean, I've got D6 that only counts up in 2s because that's what we used to use for measuring cannon range in Warhammer Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
You'd roll that and a dice that just had arrows on it to figure out how far the cannon shot would deviate.
Yeah.
And in what direction. Which is
I
I'm
do
still
remember
mad that they took out of that game for Sigma.
I do remember playing once with like Space Wolves.
Ah, you
And
played
they had
40k,
this one
yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Back when you used
They had this one guy that he could only be hit if you rolled, I think, a 3 or a 5.
Yep.
But most of the characters that they have could only hit if they roll like a 2 from 4, 5, and 6. So they could only hit me with a 5.
Yep. Very specific numbers. Fucking
Yeah,
shenanigans
it's
for the
hilarious.
space walls. It was cool.
We got
Anyway.
worship.
Again?
Yeah. So I see they do have the Board of Warships starter pack for free.
Board of Warships?
Yeah. World of Warships.
Oh, that's the boat one, like World of Tanks, right?
Yeah. It's perma free.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot that existed for a bit there. Can I post this? I'm going to clean the numbers off a little bit. Can I post this this wagon journey on Twitter?
Yeah.
I
Why is there
also,
snow?
because it's really far away and it's really cold. Did you all saw my Severus on the back of the?
You mean that little dot?
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
What?
Zoom into the back of the wagon.
Oh, is that the bandit?
No,
That's
his dog.
That's Severus.
That's the little chocobo.
Yeah.
Still won't eat him.
There's chocobo's missing legs!
What?
Oh, yeah.
It's missing the whole half of his body.
Sometimes it just be like that.
It just be like that sometimes.
It's an illusion of the eye. So whenever an enemy attacks us, they're like, "Wait, what the fuck? Why is that chocobo like floating? Why is that half chocobo floating?"
Why did the bird do what the bird do? Why did the bird?
What the bird
do?
What the bird doing?
Crossing the road.
Birds do.
I'm gonna take this stream over to another person who does fantasy roleplay stuff, who's currently playing Stardew Valley instead, and say hello to Desmond Dracula. That's alright with people. Reminder that this weekend, we have a bunch of goofy movies on Discord, which Mana has just linked. Don't know what we're doing next week. And then the weekend after that, though, we're doing a bunch of goofy anime on the Discord. And we're watching a very favourite of mine and Davida Tuber's called Symphogear.
Oh. Sounds fun.
And we'll play some D&D sometime.
And we will play some D&D next week, possibly, if people's schedules align. And we can see what happens with the rest of this journey. But I'm going to leave you in Desmond's capable hands for now. And I'll see you all next time.
Capable hands.
Very strong. The battler has very strong hands.
Very strong.
I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.